Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Fancy here. You're watching the Back to the Futon podcast. We're on a futon. I'm joined by SBS.
Hello, we made it back to this futon.
We did. A lot of people were dismayed, shocked, disgusted.
Where's the futon?
Where's the
Fanta?
futon?
You fuck!
You cunt! The first time we got pissed, you didn't fucking drink Fanta, and now you're not even on a fucking futon?
Shit!
Bunch of fucking lies. Unsubscribe. Anyway.
Yeah.
We're back to the futon.
We're here.
So we're actually more legit to the name than ever. And we went to a bunch of whiskey distilleries today.
Oh, yeah.
And we also both splurged on insanely expensive scotches.
Because we're idiots.
Because we're idiots. And because we're not going to be buying scotch for a long time. So we might as well get the good shit before we can.
Yep.
So what's happening is I bought Lagavulin 16, which you also bought Lagavulin 16.
I did.
And then Talisker 10. So these are two of the like the big boy scotches. Like these are the ones
Mac Daddies.
Mac Daddy. This is in Parks and Rec. Ron Swanson. This is his go-to whiskey.
Lagavulin neat.
Lagavulin. What's the only way to have Lagavulin?
Right, but that's what he actually makes the order.
You just gotta mix it with Coke. Anyway.
Oh, God.
So the reason we're doing that is because there is a tariff coming to Scotch. 25% increase on the price of Scotch and Irish whiskey.
Yeah, anything from the UK.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wonderful. Glad we get to pay more for that. Every single time I get into something, it just goes to shit like immediately. I need to stop
You're the
liking
problem.
things. Yeah.
No one likes having you involved in their thing.
No. So I started liking this, and then the president was like, there's this guy in Arizona, and he really is starting to enjoy Scotch. He seems like there's a little bit of happiness in his life. Go ahead and remove that from him. Take it from him!
It'll be the best. The best. Trust me, the best tariffs to make him the least happy. Believe me, I know people that can make this guy cry.
Yeah, Eric talks about how he doesn't like seeing me happy, so I think he just
He
sent
writes letters
Trump
to the
a letter.
president.
Yeah, he's like, he likes this now.
It's like letters to Santa, but it's like letters to Trump.
Letters to Trump. Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. So yeah, today we went to a bunch of different distilleries, the local distilleries.
We went to two.
We only went to two.
Yeah,
That's
we're
right.
gonna go
We're
to
gonna
a
go
third
to them.
tomorrow, because
Yeah.
they're so far apart that you can't really walk to them, which is what I would like to do.
Yeah, I agree.
So we went to one, had some stuff after we ate, and then waited a bit, checked out a different shopping center, waited a bit more, then went to the next one, so that way we didn't get hammered while trying to drive between the two of them. That wouldn't
Not
be
a good idea.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, let's not do a third today. Let's do the third tomorrow.
So yeah, had some local stuff. Really interesting, the completely flavor differences between the two places we went to.
Yeah.
Just completely different, and that's why it's been so interesting to get into whiskey in general, is because of just how you can manipulate these simple ingredients into vastly different flavors, which is why I got into beer quite a while ago. I got into IPAs because most of the flavors in IPAs, like the tropical one by Ballast Point, there's no tropical flavor they add to it. They just they treat the hops in a certain way so that it creates that flavor.
Right.
It's just so strange how you can take one thing and then make it taste like something completely different that doesn't make any sense. So that's pretty cool. Got into all that. Besides that, I feel like I always talk about how there's really not a gaming drought, but I feel like there's kind of been a drought in games lately.
Really?
Like game releases?
September, I bought like 4 fucking games, dude.
What came out in September?
We had the Link's Awakening.
Okay.
Dragon Quest.
Was that in September?
Yeah, it was like the week before Link's Awakening, or it was the week after. One or the other. It was the week after. It was the 27th.
Oh, that Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Dragon Quest.
No, the deluxe or the Dragon Quest 11 S, like Deluxe S or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the same game that released before, but with a huge number of upgrades to it. And it's, even though it's the same game, it's basically a new game.
Oh, okay.
Then what else came out? Astral Chain came out for the Switch, and if you were a fan of Bayonetta,
Is that good?
I've heard nothing but good things about it. I bought it. I have not had a chance to play it because I've been planning tournament stuff. But
Have you played Link's Awakening yet?
I have not.
Have you played Dragon Quest yet?
I have played Dragon Quest Builders too. And
Did you buy 11?
I did. I got it in the mail because I pre-ordered it.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I forgot it was coming out already. So it just came in, and I was like, I don't have time for this, so I put it aside. But that's one of the big ones that I'm waiting to play. But yeah, if you like Bayonetta games, it's by Platinum Games, the people that made Bayonetta 1 and 2. And I hear it plays similar in terms of how, the combo ability. It's like a beat 'em up, but like super combo heavy beat 'em up. Mm-hmm. So, but anyway, those are 3 big releases for Nintendo at least. I don't know about the other consoles.
What's been sad about the other consoles is just the
Untitled Goose Game.
Oh, the Untitled Goose Game. I need to get that. But at the same time, I've been waiting because I feel like with the popularity and everything behind it, all the memes, there's going to be a limited run.
Oh, right.
Like, I'm waiting for...
That's what I did with Wargroove.
The physical copy. And there was a Wargroove physical copy. It's what's coming out, rather.
Yeah, it's like through Amazon. It's not limited run games, but it's still... But like I waited a long time because I'm like, it's too popular. And I feel what you're putting down.
So I will be waiting for the Entitled Goose Game.
Physical edition.
Physical edition. I need it.
I need a physical Goose Game right now.
I want like a goose keychain for it. I think that'd be pretty dope.
I know people like have been making lots of fan art to it. So I'm sure you could make charms.
Geese.
There's a Tekken fighter, I think, something Howard, like
Howard?
Something Howard is his last name, but like
Howard?
It's very similar to his name's like very similar to Goose. So they made the goose in his clothes, and so they call him Goose Howard. That's one of the, like my favorite ones that I've seen. But like it's a bunch of just like in that style geese just all over the fucking place. And,
have you watched gameplay of the Entitled Goose Game?
Yeah, there's a honk button.
Yeah, there is.
And then oh man, there was another one. It was a comic strip, or it was a 2-panel thing of The Legend of Zelda Cuckoos?
Oh, cuckoos?
Cuckoos or whatever they're called.
Cuckoo.
The chickens.
The things.
And it was the goose saying, "How are you so calm all the time? How do you not just want to go?" It was like...
Oh, because it's the cuckoos that go crazy? Yeah.
It was great.
There's... Okay, oh, this is fucking funny. This is funny.
Honks are way up right now.
It's the goose. It's great.
Maybe I'll
remember to put that in. I don't know. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, Entitled Goose Game. You're right. I'm wrong. I guess you know what? There is kind of a drought though for like the other consoles that like PS4, Xbox One. I feel like haven't had a real release.
I know.
In a while.
Monster Hunter's poised to have the big. I
think that's out already.
When it come out?
I don't know. A while ago.
The ice thing? Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Well, I saw that at PAX West at the end of August. It wasn't out yet.
Monster Hunter.
So it either came out in September or it's not out yet. So fuck you either way.
It came out. Oh my god! Why is it so difficult?
Just say release date. Yeah. The Google.
It just keeps trying to give me the release date for the original. Stop it! It did not come out in 2018. Can we please? What? It's saying January 2018.
Definitely not the case.
That's not true. Can you... Ah!
Either way, fuck you. Because I was at PAX August 31st.
Oh, it's...
Yeah.
Oh, this is the PC version. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I was at PAX August 31st. It was not out yet. And if it is out, that means it came out in September.
September 6th.
Fuck you.
Is that a big release, though?
It was a huge update to the game.
Yeah, but, I mean, the original game was, like, a huge deal because it was for, like, everybody was waiting for a new game in the series. It had been a long time.
They had a giant fucking display of it at PAX. Like, it was a big deal there, at least.
Did you not like the game?
I've never been a huge fan of Monster Hunter games just because I don't really subscribe to the grind it out to start having fun. I want to start having
long.
It lost me in the beginning, and I know I'm gonna get hate for that, but like I started playing and I'm like, I mean, I like the concept and I've seen people play it and it looks really fun, but I just need it to move along faster, and it's just too much of a grind for me to really dig into, you know?
It's a good portable game, though, because I feel like grindy games are fine when they're portable.
Right.
Because you're usually somewhere where you're just trying to kill time anyway.
But I've got, 100 other games I could be playing that are portable that aren't grindy, that I could just play through the story, like platformers and...
Pokemon's kind of grindy.
Kind of, but it progresses really fast. And I don't really...
That's true.
After I beat the Elite Four and catch the final Pokemon, I usually am done with those games.
I always forget that there's something after the Elite Four, and I just go, "Oh, I beat it!" Because the whole credits run, and it tells you that you win.
Well, then you just
get the whole after thing that you're supposed to do.
Sometimes, it depends on the game.
I guess Ruby had that.
I never played Ruby.
Oh.
I played through all of Gold, and I played through all of Pearl. And then Pearl had a bunch of other legendaries that you could go get, and so I just looked up how to get them and so where to go. Because I wasn't about to grind through the game and figure out where to go for them.
Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I feel like
those were awesome games.
I feel like they're super underrated. Those are some of my favorite Pokemon games. They're top 3 for sure. Yeah, because you could customize the Pokeballs.
Oh yeah.
Why did they stop doing that? That was one of my favorite things.
I played Pokemon Moon, and it was just non-stop cutscenes at the beginning.
Yeah.
And so I never even got past the cutscenes. It was like an hour.
Yeah, it was.
And then I found the first save point, and another cutscene started. So I just shut it off. And I never came back to it.
That's what happened with Eric too, I think.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people
too much.
It's just too many. It's Pokemon. Why are there so many cutscenes?
Right.
They got too in deep with the story when really, what we want is a new land, we want new Pokemon, and we want interesting experiences.
Right.
That's it.
And I don't care about cutscenes in a Pokemon game.
No.
It's like adding something that just doesn't need to exist.
Yep. I agree. What do you think about... Actually, before we dive into talking about the new Pokemon game, which one do you want to try first? Talisker or Lagavulin? Lagavulin is going to be really smoky, and the other one I don't think is going to be as smoky.
Do you think the Talisker will get overpowered if we do the Lagavulin first?
That was my worry.
Yeah.
Or it'll be a lot sweeter, and we'll be able to pick out a lot more flavors because we just got bombarded by making out with a sea lion.
Up to you.
Let's go in the deep end first. Let's go for it. I'm kind of worried that I won't enjoy this.
Oh, if you hate it, that's great. I'll just take it off your hands.
I'm definitely getting the ocean, for sure. Isn't that weird? It's not like they're using seawater.
But they're in that climate when they make it.
Yeah.
They're on the islands.
They are.
You're supposed to get that, the brininess, the saltiness of it.
It's definitely salty and briny. We'll do a little bit. This is probably a Scotch that we're going to not be a huge fan of and then come back to later to appreciate.
Right.
But I don't know. I liked the mesquite one today. That was a little bit smoky.
That one was okay. I didn't feel like it had a lot going on for its, initial flavor.
Yeah.
The after taste was really good. But, yeah.
You get a little bit of sweetness, actually. In the Glencairn, you can smell some sweetness. Anyway, the new Pokemon game, a lot of people are really pissed off. I think we're holding a 16-year-old Scotch. So the new Pokemon game, people are really pissed about the fact that there's not going to be all of the Pokemon in the game. I didn't expect there to be all the Pokemon. How is it?
It's pretty good. I actually like it a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, because if you think about it, they're moving from handhelds to a full-blown console, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they've got, over 1,000 now?
Well, that is really good.
Yeah. Over 1,000 new Pokemon, or total Pokemon now. So, the expectation for them to port over and animate all of these things from scratch Every single one of them is...
Well, it's completely new character models.
Yeah, it's a pipe dream.
Yeah.
It's like they'll add them as they need to, and I'm sure the next time they come out with another Switch game, there will be even more of the retro ones in there. And how, personally, I would be fine with a brand new 151 and nothing else.
No.
Like a reboot.
Wow.
With completely new characters.
Like they never return to the old ones ever again, or
just in this game.
I guess that would be interesting.
Yeah, because like I feel like there's just so many Pokemon that you just don't give a shit about anymore.
There's too many.
Yeah,
I don't try to get them all anymore.
Yeah, it's just like Gotta Catch 'Em All was great when there was 150, and even in Gold and Silver it was still possible for you to grind through and get them all, trade with your friends, get the upgrades. But now it's like, man, even in Pokemon Pearl, it's like I'm not catching all these things. No. And that was like Generation 4. We're at what, 10 now? 9?
It's something crazy.
So you have I think it would be a really cool idea to have a brand new set of just new characters.
And I thought that was kind of normal to not have all the Pokemon in the game.
Well, they are able, like you have the ability to have them in the games, the old ones.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're right.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily catch them all in that game. You might have to port some over.
Yeah.
Whereas these ones just don't even exist in that game.
And this is the first time they've ever done that?
Right.
Oh.
And that's because of the character models.
Yeah.
It's...
I understand.
I don't blame them at all.
I don't either.
And the people that are complaining about it, I think, are unrealistic with their expectations.
I get why they're upset. They've worked this hard to get all of them, and they've been porting them over.
Yeah, because they've got like what, Pokebank now?
Is the Pokebank?
Yeah.
People have something called the Living Pokedex. I think that means they just have all of them. I don't quite know what that means, but I mean, I kind of see how upset but I also can't relate at the same time. Like, I understand the work that you've put in, but I don't try to catch them all, and I've never ported over Pokemon from one game to another.
Right. So the thing is they have been asking, everyone's been asking, Pokemon on Switch. Pokemon on Switch. They even want to have Pokemon on the Wii U. And they've been asking for it. And now that it finally happens with the stipulation that you're not going to get everything,
in this
people
game.
are mad. And it's like, brother, they did exactly what you asked, but it's difficult. And the reason they didn't do it up to this point is because it's difficult, right? Mm-hmm. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me that you can get angry about it. It's like, if you're angry, don't buy the game, but your complaining isn't going to change how hard it is for them to actually port the characters over.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It's a ton of work. And in a industry that is continually getting, like we're talking about these people that have to grind out 20 some odd hours, or not like 20 hours, but like 80-hour weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to have to do that. And they talked about that's why they're not doing it, is because they don't want the crunch time atmosphere for these workers, which is great. That's awesome. I will support not having crunch time if it means I don't get all the Pokemon in the game.
Same here.
And that's a lot of work to make all of those models when you're not going to be able to catch those Pokemon in the game.
Right?
Like, that's a ton of work. However, I would love, this is going to be crazy, but I would love for them to take the original Pokemon game. I know they had Fire Red, Leaf Green, whatever. That was forever ago. Do that on the Switch.
Well, they kind of did with Pokemon Let's Go.
No.
Okay.
That game, you had to just...
It wasn't the same.
Catching Pokemon to level them up.
I know it wasn't the same, but it was similar enough that people would be mad about it if they
think?
did it again. I think so.
I think there were enough people that didn't buy it that would be happy enough for... I guess you're right. Was it just the originals?
Yep. It was the first game, but with the new mechanics.
Why?
I enjoyed it. Like, it wasn't a traditional Pokemon game, but I didn't dislike it. I played it with my girlfriend, and it was great.
Oh, I didn't play. Yeah, I heard it was a great, like, couples game.
Yeah, she actually... So the problem with having a girlfriend that actually plays video games, when you play that game, it's too casual.
Oh.
Because the second player really has no power. They don't get to walk around on their own. They follow you around. They throw their own Pokeball at the same time as you. And then there's a second Pokemon that they get to attack with. But because the game's so easy, it basically you one shot everything anyway, so their attack just misses most of the time. Like, so it's actually pretty bad in terms of if you have someone that actually plays video games as your partner in that game. But I mean, it's still cute.
Yeah.
Fun to play with someone else, as long as you guys both don't take it very seriously. Something you can do while having conversation, doing other stuff, and
Yeah.
it's like, oh yeah, let's attack Pikachu.
They were still also during that time really trying to push Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Did you play Pokemon Go?
I did.
How long did you play it for?
Well, it came out while I was in Montana on vacation, and so I was playing it kind of because it was really hard to find stuff out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, just in the wilderness. I feel bad for all the
people
that really wanted to play it, but they live in some like farm town, and they're like,
there was only 200 people where I was.
Yeah.
The entire town. So it's
probably not a single Pokestop.
Yeah, so when we would drive into other towns, I would be in the back of the truck trying to hit the Pokestop as it came up so I could flip the thing. But then seriously, once I got back, there were a bunch of groups of people that went to a couple different parks, and there was different meetups that people did, and it was a really good social aspect. A lot of people were really nice to each other.
Yes.
If you walk down the street with someone holding their phone up, they're like, Pokemon Go, and you're like, yeah, man. They're like, what team are you? And it's like, I don't care, but we're this one.
I thought you were gonna go a different route. Like, what team are you? Oh, I'm Team Valor. Fuck you.
We had people that did say things like that. It's like, oh, fuck you. And it's like, why do you care?
Oh, they really did care?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But for the most part, people were really nice about it. And it's like, everyone was walking, getting exercise, talking to new people.
It was cool.
And I think I was into that for probably 2 to 3 months. And then on and off, just on campus for another, maybe 6.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. I didn't get rid of it off my phone until about 6 because I was still working at Walmart. Mm-hmm. So I'd pull it out every once in a while at Walmart and get some stuff. But it's not like I actually cared enough about it to go out and walk around. If I was doing something, I'd pull out my phone. And then I started running out of space on my phone. I was like, well,
bye.
I don't really care about this game anymore. So then I got rid of it.
Yeah, I remember we went to one of the parks nearby. It was just packed. Mm-hmm. It was completely packed, full of people. I feel like there's never been that many people in a park before that I've ever seen in my life.
And people were selling vendor stuff.
Yes, it was such a great... There were food trucks the second or third time that I went there.
It was a phenomenon.
It was seriously one of the craziest phenomenons I'd seen in a long time. And it wasn't one of those things that people hated because it was popular, too. Usually that's something that goes along with that. But I feel everybody
a few people tried here and there. But, the majority. You normally hear a good chunk of people saying, oh, no, it's stupid. But you just didn't.
But no, it was just a great... I mean, there were lots of dumb people that were, getting hit by cars. And
that's because that's their fault.
And the usual stupidity that comes along with some big thing.
Darwinism.
Where lots of people are involved. But yeah, it was just kind of a wholesome experience, which was not what I expected from humanity. What was your favorite Pokemon game? Did you say already?
Well, I only played Pearl and Gold, and I gotta say Pearl has more of a special. Well, I played a little bit of Moon.
Did you ever play X and Y?
No.
X and Y, I felt like was another phenomenon.
Really?
It blew the fuck up. Antonio got it, and he was playing the fuck out of it. I could have sworn you got that too.
Nope. I got Pokemon Black, and then never opened it because it was.
Yeah, me too.
It was the one right after Pearl, and so I was still riding this high of Pokemon Pearl, right? And Pearl, like I was saying, has a special place in my heart because we were on this 8th grade band trip because I played the saxophone.
I played the saxophone in middle school.
Yeah.
That's so satisfying.
It is. But so anyway, we had on this 8th grade band trip, and we're going to Disneyland. And what they do is we drive out there and we record a thing over it's like a quiet scene from a movie, and so we play over it like we're doing a score. Super fun.
That's so dope.
And then after that, we spend 2 days in Disneyland. But the bus ride there was a 9-hour ride. Mm-hmm. And so everyone bought Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. And then everyone had a Mario Kart DS as well. and we just played the fuck out of those games until all of our DSs died.
That's
like
so
we would play
sick.
until they ran out of battery, and that's like each direction. And we did that 2 years in a row. But there was 1 year that was the Pokemon Pearl year, and it was awesome.
God, I wish I stayed in band to do that sort of stuff.
Meh.
Meh.
I mean, it was great, and then I didn't continue into high school.
Yeah, I'm sad that I dropped the instrument though. I feel like that would have been kind of a cool
Yeah,
thing.
I would have liked to continue the instrument without the high school band director, because the guy was the reason I quit, not the instrument.
I kept hearing bad things about the band and all that kind of stuff, and I was like, okay, I guess I won't join band. Which saxophone was it that you played?
I played alto for 1, tenor for 2, or tenor for 1, and then Barry for 2. Let's see, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Yeah, so tenor sax for 1, Barry for 2. It was all fun. I wish I would have stayed with the tenor sax though. I wish I'd never transitioned to the Barry sax, because
I liked the alto.
Yeah, the alto was fun too.
It was fun.
But the tenor sax had a little bit more like jazzy feel to it, and you still got good parts. When you went to the Barry sax, it was a lot of like deep, like if you were playing a cello, you got long, low notes.
Yeah, yeah.
Same thing with the Barry sax. Like if you can picture one, then you got the other, because a lot of times there wouldn't be written music, like sheet music for it. So my band teacher in 8th grade would write it out himself, and it was very similar to like the cello of the orchestra.
That's boring.
Yeah, so it was really easy for me to memorize. And
it's like how the alto sax is always like some kind of background thing, even though it could totally be playing with the trumpets. The trumpets always get the best part.
Oh, of
the
course.
trumpets.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They're like the lead singer of the band. They're just kind of this like narcissistic asshole, and they're the only ones that get to play the best part of every song. So my friends and I would try to figure out the music notes.
Right.
And then we would fucking play with them anyway. And I think our band teacher could obviously tell that we were playing along with them and not playing the stupid background bit that wouldn't matter anyway.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, we're going to play the cool part of Jurassic Park. We're not going to play the background shit that nobody thinks about.
Right.
And it was so much fun.
That was like how the tenor sax always had great parts, and it's like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
But we did, what we would do is me and the oboe that was sitting next to me had like the same parts as me too. And so we would sit there and we'd memorize our sheet music, and we'd turn it around. So like the music was facing the band teacher, and we would play the parts. And sometimes we'd decide to play sharp or flat to see if he'd notice. And we wouldn't do it in the recitals or anything, but because it was so easy during the band practice, just like
you know that shit by heart. Oh
yeah. The one part that we did get that was really good, that was like the only time we got a good sheet music, was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, that was another one that we had to steal the good part.
Well, like the like lower bass parts were actually fucking awesome in it.
You're right, actually, there were some good parts for sure. But we also wanted to play the main part.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. Which again, the fucking trumpets got the cool part, and we only get the background. Nope. Wrote in the notes. We played it anyway, even at recitals.
Really? Nice.
But the thing is I think I played like one recital, and the rest I couldn't, because right before we played, my reed would break or something would go wrong, and I'm like,
Gotta have a backup reed, brother.
I didn't have time. Like, it was literally like I was about to start, and then like my lip would hit the thing and break it. Or
Was it just because you were extra nervous, or what?
I was like moving it in a certain way, and I'd accidentally clip it against my shirt.
Aww.
Just like dumb shit. And I'm like, I know all this shit, but oh my god.
So you just sit there and pretend to play? Fucking rip.
Sucked so much. But yeah, I played one of them at least, and it went well because it was easy. It felt like such an easy instrument. Like, once you could read music, it just felt so easy.
Yeah, because the trumpets were weird. They only had 3 different, what are those?
Buttons.
Pistons.
Valves.
Valves, whatever you want to fucking call them.
Steam.
Thingies.
So
they only had 3 different thingies.
Yeah.
But depending on how deep they press them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and how they blow
like
in.
their lips.
Yeah, and how they blow into the instrument, like, really affected the sound of it, which was really cool because there was a lot more than just your hands that affected it. Whereas on the saxophone, if you were blowing right and you push the right buttons, it would sound right.
Yep.
But the trumpets had a little bit more leeway in terms of like, half presses, quarter presses, shit like that.
Yeah. Some of the notes were hard-ish to hit because it needed like a certain airflow or something like that.
Right.
But besides that, yeah, it was easy. It was fun though. I loved it. And then I started listening to what's his face? Is it Big Gigantic?
Big Gigantic and Grizz.
Grizz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Gigantic and Grizz both play sax.
That made me incredibly sad that I didn't keep playing the saxophone because I was like, this is amazing. I love this so much. Electronic music mixed with saxophone. And it's just like, damn it. Why didn't I keep doing that? There's so many things I wish I kept going on in life. Like, I wish I'd kept learning the guitar. But I kept having teachers that didn't really seem to help me make any progress. It didn't matter if I just like practiced my ass off or learned everything he taught me. It just felt like the things they were teaching me weren't progressing me towards the ability of actually playing a song.
Yeah, I felt that with we had a person that taught us music too, and it's like they would get you to play music, but they wouldn't really teach you advanced techniques or anything. It was kind of filler time. They were just taking that money.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I dropped out of guitar, because in band I felt like I was learning songs. I could play songs. I could play a whole freaking song. Nope, not on guitar, because it felt like I was just running in circles. Like I wasn't really learning anything. The guy was just taking our money and giving me bullshit lessons every single time. Learn these new chords. When do we start learning songs? You just gotta learn more chords. And it was just like every single time it was like something else that was keeping us from learning how to play actual songs.
Right.
And it never progressed. I switched teachers. Didn't matter. They kept telling me how good I was, but I fucking couldn't play at all. And they threw me into like one of their jam sessions. But I didn't know how to fucking play any songs. So I couldn't do anything. So I just kind of sat there awkwardly with my guitar, not doing anything.
Oh.
That was like kind of the final straw. I was like, this is really showing me that I've not done anything. Like, I've just been running in place this whole time for like 4 years. It's just nothing.
God damn.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But oh well. I wish I had done what was that guitar video game?
Guitar Hero?
No.
Guitar Smith?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Where it teaches you chords and stuff. It actually teaches you how to play the guitar.
The Frisbee group that I play with, there's 2 people that stuck with that for a while, and they were getting pretty good at it too.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Because it actually teaches you how to hit the chords while playing the song.
Yep.
Like when it matters.
Yeah. It's cool. It's such a neat idea. And it's sad to me that it's such a niche market that it's not around anymore.
Yeah. It's like that'd be a good game just to buy and have on a classic console just years down the road. Like I say classic, but it's like PS3.
I think it was on the PC as well. So I guess if you can track down the correct cables, that's
right.
The difficulty. God knows how much those cables are nowadays. They could be like a collector's item or...
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how well it's sold on the PC. Probably not super well. But that would be something I would love to do if I... There's so many things I'd love to do if I had free time. Like, we went to all those different distilleries today. It's like, I would love to be able to like brew my own beer.
Oh, right.
Distill whiskey and all that kind of stuff. But I just don't have time. It's like all these other things are just taking up my free time that I have to do. Or I already have a hobby, like, YouTube and stuff, which isn't just something that takes up time. That's a lot of fun, but that's like the only fun, productive thing I get to do.
Pick one.
It's annoying, yeah. I don't want to pick just one. That's dumb. Like when you're doing, we have all these games that are just piling up.
Yep.
Because we have our one thing.
Yeah, like we love the idea of playing it, but then realize that playing it takes away from the hobby that we're actually putting most of our time into.
Yeah. And
then by that time, it's like, well, pick one.
Yeah.
Video games or this hobby.
I talk about video games way more than I have time to play video games nowadays.
Well, at least you get to stream them, though.
Yeah,
that's something that I've been wanting to do, too. It's just like build the brand, stream it. That way you have an excuse to play the fucking video game,
Exactly.
so you don't feel like you're wasting your time.
That's exactly what I'll be playing a game, and if I'm not streaming it or doing it for a video, I feel like I'm just wasting time. There are very few games that I can just play for fun. Now, I'm not saying I'm not having fun when I'm playing it for a review or for stream. I'm
But
still
you have a
having
double
fun.
meaning to it. Like there's a
Exactly.
dual purpose.
Yes. I feel like I have to constantly be productive. Because if I don't, I feel like, I don't know. It's such a weird, like I have to keep working. And if I don't, I feel like I'm backsliding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to trudge forward in life, which is already difficult enough. And if I don't keep trudging and I take a rest break,
You
I'm just
shit.
yeah, I'm gonna be shit, mate. You shit.
You shit in you.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
Is there another hobby that you would totally pick up if you had the time? Would you go back to DJing, I guess? Are you gonna start streaming that?
That's the plan is. So the plan is my big hobby when I was in high school,
We both got
and
really
college.
into DJing. You got really into it. I was just like fucking around.
Well, yeah, but I was doing ultimate frisbee way before that. Like I still do it on occasion, but not as much as I used to. I used to play every week,
Yeah.
and sometimes 2 or 3 times a week for like years, just depending on which groups I was with at the time. So I've been starting to do that again on Sunday nights. I try to do it down in like Tucson on Fridays, but it's hard to get down there every week. But so I'm trying to do that, and then I'm also trying to start at my stream with video games, which is something I haven't had time to play.
Yeah.
But my plan is to do the stream where I open with a DJ set, like even if it's like 30 to 45 minutes, and then move into playing a game.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so it's like I do a jam session, which is one of my old hobbies, and then I move into playing games, which is another one of my hobbies that I really enjoy. And I am also building a brand, which is what I currently need to do.
Yeah.
So it's like I get the best of all the things I've done in my past.
What is your brand gonna be for streaming? Because
Yep.
because
It's just me, you know.
It's just you?
My brand is me.
what about your logo? Do you have,
It's
like, a
my
logo
letters
idea?
is SBS.
Just SBS.
Yeah. I can actually show you my overlays because they're in. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I just need to do it.
Yeah, I need
It's
to
time.
look into branding my stream better and setting it up so it doesn't look as shitty. I saw the Andy's stream, Andy Banana on Twitch. He has like one of those little circle lights that he puts behind his computer, one of those like circle
Yeah.
light. It's like really cheap on Amazon. I just need to pick it up.
Yeah,
'Cause
Adam Carey uses a circle light too.
Oh man, it just improves your lighting by like 1,000%. And I, for some reason, didn't think about it until I finally realized, oh, you're in a dark room, completely dark. All the lights are off except for that one light, and it looks perfect.
Right.
That's what I'd love to do because I hate having all the lights on in my room. I like it. I like to live in a cave. So if I can live in a cave, but people can still see me during the stream, great,
You're doing something right.
wonderful.
Congrats.
And I feel like that'll be a big improvement. And then overlays, I need to figure out what the hell to do for my overlay.
I have people you
can't-
can talk to.
Okay, because I have kind of an overlay right now on the Streamlabs OBS. I like downloaded one of the free ones,
Right.
and I just kind of moved some stuff around, but I'm not completely happy with it, and it doesn't have all of my stream.
I have an
buttons.
artist that can get you like amazing custom ones. I paid $100 for mine, but it's also animated. So if you
Yeah,
want,
I would love an animated like intro.
okay, then I got a guy for you.
Because I might be. I might
Oh,
make it
animated
myself.
intro? I got another guy for you.
I was gonna say I might be able to make it myself though if I make it like a video.
I can show you what this guy has done.
Okay.
Like this is
Because it's pretty
beyond
simple.
us.
It's pretty simple what I want. I just want like the old TV that my logo has with like static before the stream starts. Maybe have it flicker to like either like past stream footage or videos that I've done and just weird moments like where I say I'm not an alcoholic and I have all these bottles fall out of my hands and you hear a bunch of clamoring down below too. Funny thing is to add more sound effects because I dropped a couple bottles in my hands. Doesn't sound like a whole lot. So I did like a bowling pin style thing by my foot.
Oh, where you knocked him over?
I was saving beer bottles for like a couple weeks.
Right.
So as I'm dropping it, I kick down below, so it sounds like there's a fuck ton of bottles everywhere.
Nice.
But I feel like that would be pretty funny, just like cutting in between like other highlights as I'm like setting up the stream. It's kind of a a countdown type thing, and I'd like it to be like in a dark room, have like the glow kind of.
I got a guy for you, man.
Okay.
He's amazing.
Okay.
A guy named Seven Loco.
Is he just better than Four Loco? He's just like, I am 3 times better than Four Loco.
Well, it's a little bit less than 2 times better. Fucking got him.
I knew you were gonna say that, and as soon as I said it, I was like, just 3 better doesn't sound as good.
But yeah, so he plays Rivals, and I got a couple animated stuff for our like local stream, and all the money went to someone that had a GoFundMe for medical bills.
That's great.
Yeah,
that's
and
awesome.
So like, and they weren't expensive either. And the
it's
work
not great. They needed medical bills taken care of.
Well,
because
right.
America, that's what you need is GoFundMes.
Yeah, that's shitty. But anyway, it wasn't super expensive.
Yep.
Dude is awesome. Makes amazing shit. Made some stuff official for Rivals too. Made an official like season trailer for Rivals. And then for the animated overlays, I got this guy named Cheap Hooch. Makes all of our Rivals PR shit. I don't have any in this room for whatever reason.
You have an animated overlay?
Yeah.
What does it do?
So you've seen the PR banners with like, you know, the 1 through whatever for our names with our characters. Yeah?
Yes.
So it's like 1 SBS, 2 Damn Danny, 3 Chompers, that kind of shit. But like it has my character, right? Well, he's got all of those saved as its own file. So the animated thing changes the character, and then also has a background of the Clarin OK hand. That's like one of the taunt things.
Oh,
just
okay,
going
that's
up,
cool.
like kind of like a reverse waterfall effect, and then every once in a while it'll change into the next iteration from the PR banners. Like so, one Forsburn and then into the next Forsburn and then into a Clarin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, into like, for example, this Clarin. Like this Clarin's on it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I want for like an overlay is pretty simple. Just like a little ticker feed at the bottom of like recent followers. Recent
that's
tips,
something you
recent
download
bits.
from.
Yeah, you can just do that yourself.
Right. When I'm talking overlays, I'm talking like things that are custom.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Because all those what you're talking about is like a program.
Mm.
So you get those through like Streamlabs and shit like that.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to look.
I can help with that.
Yeah, that's something, again, I haven't even had time to like make my stream fancy because I've just been trying to keep some semblance of. When I had a stream schedule, when I was constantly, I think it was Tuesday and Thursday is what my original stream schedule was.
Yeah,
and
because
then,
you used to stream Mario Kart.
The weekend as well. Like, I couldn't do anything because Monday, Wednesday, Friday I was making videos, and Tuesday and Thursday I was streaming. So
what
I
do you
didn't
stream
have
now?
time to make videos. I rarely stream.
That's
Like,
too bad.
I streamed. I'm trying to get back into it. This last Thursday I streamed No Man's Sky for a bit. I had a solid like 20 something viewers just out of nowhere. I feel like with the new Twitch update, the pinging system must have gotten better because people showed up like that. It was crazy. Usually it's like, oh great, I have 5 people for an hour, and then people start showing up, and I'm like, well, I'm ending it now because it's super late.
Right.
But yeah, it was cool having a bunch of people there, and it was having a decent time with No Man's Sky until it hard crashed my entire computer, which I literally never had. I mean, I didn't blue screen. It killed it. It made my graphics card fail. I have never had a game ever do that before, but it made my graphics card completely fail. Both my monitors ceased to be able to recognize my computer anymore.
Oh my god.
I heard the same sound effect repeating a bunch of times. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I didn't play any more No Man's Sky that night because I didn't want that to happen again. But yeah, I love streaming, but I'm trying to find time for it because I'm trying to balance all these other things too.
Right.
But I'd love to make a No Man's Sky video because it's one of those games that launched as such a complete failure.
No Man's Lie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was just full of lies. But now most of those lies are true. You can play multiplayer, drop in, drop out co-op.
Really?
You can explore a bunch of planets together. You can do.
And are the planets all the same basically, or?
No, they're weird. They're really weird from what I've seen so far. I've only seen one planet, but I've seen other people's playing as well, and they're pretty unique. The end game is still garbage, but the game itself seems like a lot more fun than what was initially shown off.
Right.
So it has some promise. I'm looking forward to that. there's I just got a review code for the new ukulele game.
Yeah.
So if we can somehow play that co-op, that'd be a lot of fun. Because I feel like playing that by myself will be kind of fun.
Yeah, I heard the first one was like decent, but
yeah,
it would have been really good years ago, and now it's just okay.
But this new one is supposedly really fun because it's just a simple platformer instead of just a collectathon, like a dated collectathon. They released exactly what people wanted, but people, I guess,
didn't realize that's what they
that's what it was going to be. They released basically a new Banjo-Kazooie game.
And people didn't realize that they didn't like that kind of game anymore.
People, didn't realize that they're sick of that type of game. That's from what I've heard. I haven't played ukulele yet. I have it on the computer, and it's now on the Xbox, like Ultimate Game Pass or whatever, so I can play it on there at some point. But that's another game I want to play with, like you, or just somebody else, because I feel like playing by myself, I'm not going to have nearly as much fun just talking about the game or shitting on what's going on or making jokes, stuff like that.
Right.
So that's another. There's so many games, like, I don't like playing alone a whole lot. It just kind of gets old real fast, which was cool when people just jumped in from my stream into my No Man's Sky game. That was a ton of fun. It was awesome. They're just flying around, and it's like, oh, cool, I've got other people that I'm playing with. Whereas if I'm playing, like, a single-player game, I don't know.
Yeah.
I love like, single-player games, but
I actually played through more games when I was in college and shortly after college, when my girlfriend was basically living with me, because she would play her game on the computer and I'd play my game on the console. Yeah. But like we'd be in the same room, both playing games, so like we're still kind of like hanging out and talking to each other. Yeah. But then we're both playing our own game, doing our thing. That was a lot more interesting than just sitting alone in my room playing a game.
Yeah. Which sometimes it's fun, but rarely am I in the mood for that.
The only time I've enjoyed doing that recently is when I turned off all the lights and played Hyper Light Drifter.
I need to play that game.
Is
because you talk
fucking
about
awesome.
How amazing it is. You're making the character over
there.
Yeah,
making a re-sprite of it.
Freaking framed poster over there.
I've got a hoodie of it too.
You got a hoodie of it. Like, you've gone all out in this game.
I've got the little figure too. And it's really sad because like I had made some like legitimate progress into it, and on that PC, the old one, and it doesn't have cloud save data.
That doesn't make sense. Why would it not?
I don't know. Maybe you can help me today.
Okay.
But like, so I'm gonna have to restart it from scratch on the new one, which I'm kind of looking forward to because I kind of want to stream it from the beginning to end. But I mean, it's just the atmosphere of playing it for the first time is just crazy. It's unique.
Has this been faced the wrong way this whole time? No.
No. We're
okay.
What's wrong with you?
Because I saw like the monitor. Like, why would that be on the front?
No, you're good.
Okay.
We did the test word.
That's true. We did say cunt, and it worked. God damn it.
Well.
There we go.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, that's like one of the only games that I really enjoy playing just like by myself. If I'm playing other games, I'd rather have someone in voice chat, like in Discord.
Yeah.
Like I agree. I can play like a game and talk to someone, shoot the shit while playing this game. It's a lot more interesting to me.
Yep. It's like The Witcher 3. I love The Witcher 3.
Yeah.
But I just can't get myself to play it because...
Yeah, when you were streaming it was really interesting.
Yeah.
I was interested in it when you were streaming it.
I should start streaming it again. But again, I'm trying to keep up with all these other games that are coming out. So even though I felt like there was kind of a drought, which I guess there wasn't. I mean, you just proved me wrong.
Yeah, fuck you.
Even if there was a drought, I'm so far behind
the old games that it doesn't matter if there's a drought or not.
No, I'm constantly playing catch up. I don't understand how people can keep up with games and have a full-time job. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, because they don't do the side hustle.
Why would they not do that?
Well, maybe they're happy with their full-time job and hanging out with people and then playing the game. Whereas,
I guess,
like I said, pick one.
Yeah.
So if I was to do that, maybe I wouldn't be running the rival scene in Arizona.
Yeah.
It's just, you gotta pick one. Because if I didn't do the stuff that I do for AZ Rivals, my time would just fucking blossom like a goddamn flower garden. And just all over the place. Just like, boom, free day here. Boom, free day there.
Boom, relaxing. Boom, lot less stress.
But I do like it. I do it for a reason, obviously.
Same here.
But,
yeah.
What my point is, if I didn't do it, my free time would be through the roof.
I can't do that though. Like I look back at all the time I wasted in high school and college because we didn't have side hustles
Right.
in high school or college because you feel like your side hustle is high school and college.
Right.
You're working and you're going to school. If you add a third thing, which I feel like I should have, it probably would have been good for me.
Well, my third
mentally
thing
and
was,
a lot of other
video
things.
games.
It was video games.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish it wasn't. I wish I had been doing this sort of thing earlier. I wish I'd started a podcast earlier. I wish I'd started this channel and the schedule I have for it earlier. Because, I don't know, it gives me like a sense of accomplishment
Right.
as I keep,
My
growing
big
and
thing was
making
playing
videos.
sports, too.
Yeah, that's true.
But, like, even then, it's just, like, it didn't have the long-lasting effect. Like, it kept me in shape,
Yeah.
but it didn't really give you that, like, the longevity from
No.
the side hustle.
No.
It's another... It's not a waste of time, but it's another thing that just, like, fills space,
Yeah.
but doesn't necessarily have anything that's super deep to it.
Exactly.
You go out there, you run around, you go get food with your friends afterwards, which is great, and then you go home.
But it's more fulfilling to have something that you can watch grow
Right.
and blossom. Like your rival scene, you've seen a massive explosion. You have one of the, if not the biggest rival scenes in the world.
Yeah.
Is that right? The world. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. You just had a developer tweet out, "Hey, you have the biggest sign up in the world since this other big tournament."
And that was for not even rivals. That was for Lethal League.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was for a thing that was with my game,
Yeah.
and this was a result of rivals.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was Team Reptile.
You talk to the developer of Rivals.
Yeah.
The guy that created the
I
damn
had Chowder
game.
with him in Seattle.
You beat him at his own game too. You also
A lot
got
of
him
people have.
to put an Arizona skin in the game.
Yeah, it's great.
Is there any other state flag in the game as like a skin?
No.
No. That's crazy. We have people that give a shit about the dumb things that we say.
I can't believe that, honestly.
That's awesome.
It blows my mind.
I love talking to people about what's going on. I love hearing people's retail stories. I've heard of a lot of people that have changed their lives based off of listening to me talk about just how bad the environment that they're in already. Like they are working at Walmart, but they've put on the blinders and they don't even realize
How shitty
how
it
bad
is.
it is.
Yeah.
They've kind of tuned it out.
They're like, yeah, it's just part of life. Life sucks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it felt when I was working at GameStop. If I'd watched videos about this sort of thing at GameStop, maybe I would have quit earlier and done something else.
Yeah, because there's still this hope that you'll move up and shit like that, and it's like, wait a minute.
Yep. It's lies.
There's so many people out there that have lived the same exact thing, dead end job that you have, and it's just like knowing that you need to get out is important.
There's a lot of people who told me like, hey, I'm going back to school. I quit Walmart. I'm working somewhere else now. I enjoy it a lot more. That's awesome. That's insane. And I never thought that would happen when I first started making those videos in a garage. Like everything seems to start in a garage.
Was
What's
that the
up
house
with
that we lived together?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was when you started?
Mhm.
Wow.
That was when I started.
Was I
doing
still living there, or was
the
that
retail
after I
stuff.
moved out?
You're in one of the earliest videos.
Am I?
You are.
What the
I'm
fuck?
pretty damn sure. I think we did a video.
Huh.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure.
Then
you're in some of the
motherfuckers should
early
be asking,
videos.
where's Steven, not where's Eric?
I'm pretty sure. Didn't you come with me to the Game On Expo?
Yeah.
And we talked about how we told a story about a woman shitting her pants? Or was I telling you about how Eric and I talked about a story with a woman shitting her? I'm pretty sure you're in some of the early
I was there for that
videos.
story.
Okay.
I don't know if I was there to tell it, but I was at the store when that happened.
Okay, I don't know.
So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go back and look
It was
because
such a long time
yeah.
ago. But it's so much fun to like just play video games with random people and talk about video games, and then like in the Discord, everyone's just talking about what's going on.
Your Discord's super active, which is pretty neat.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like sometimes it's got like its little dead periods because people are all back in school and whatnot. But most of the time there's at least like 3 or 4 people in there just hanging out and talking about stuff that's going on, and that's great. Yeah, I love the little community that has come together because, like,
Because you did something.
Because I did something. Because I decided to
Put in effort.
And start regularly putting out videos. I have been putting out a Tales from Retail every Tuesday. I have not missed a single Tuesday for the past 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you're wild.
Like, it was something that I forced myself to keep this schedule, because I knew if I didn't force myself to keep a schedule, I would be all over the place and it wouldn't be
right. And they say that 14 times makes a habit, and so after you get into it, then it's a lot easier.
Yeah. But it's also very easy to just lose the habit.
Right.
Which I've also learned when it comes to like working out. It's like, oh, I worked out like every day for like a year.
You need to treat it like work, where if you don't do it, you're going to get fired from life.
That's what I'm trying to do, yeah. I try to treat it as work, even though I really do enjoy it. And it's interesting looking into what am I going to do next. Because I don't want to be just the Walmart and GameStop channel.
Right.
I want to be something more. So I'm slowly getting back into like game reviews, and I'm testing the water on movie reviews and stuff like that. And that's also why I want to get a better job, because I want to invest more money into the channel. I want to be able to have a better setup, more professional stuff, start paying people to have stuff for the stream, try to make everything look nicer and better, and put up more put more soundproofing in that office.
Right.
And I might get like a table or desk of some sort, just to, if we start shooting podcasts in there, have like a table we can like put mics on.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
There's a lot of different things that I'm looking at doing for the channel, but I have so little free time, like I said right now. Even trying to veer off of my usual schedule is very difficult. Like making a game review. When I used to make game reviews, I spent like, good God, like 50 to 100 hours on one game review.
Right, I remember that. It's like, I got to play through this many hours of the game before I can review it. And then you put it out and it's like, yeah, 100 views.
Yeah, it was nothing. Like, I would beat the game, but I'm like, I have to see every mode at least. I have to play at least this many hours of each mode. Like, the Call of Duty World War II review was a huge undertaking. And it was only a couple hundred views. And I was like, what have I done? Same with Destiny 2.
Oh, God.
When it was coming out for the PC, I took a day off from work so I could beat it in like a day and a half. It was by far the most work out of everything. I mean, you write a script. Like, that's insane. Like, you have to write an entire script, edit the script, and then record your voiceover, which was my least favorite part, because I just make so many mistakes when I'm talking if I'm looking at a script.
Right.
I'm like, how am I flubbing all this? What is happening? What, did I forget what English is? Or I'll say it in like a weird tone.
It just doesn't match.
It doesn't match what I'm supposed to be. And I'm like, this is just a nightmare. I don't know how game review channels like Dreamcast Guy or Angry Centaur Gaming or any of those channels that just pump out reviews and they don't have a team. It's just them. They don't have somebody who edits for them. They don't have somebody that does anything. It's just them.
Adam Kara.
Yeah, Adam Kara puts an insane amount of time in his videos.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he doesn't get nearly the viewership that he deserves. It's like, God damn, if I had been putting that much effort in for that long, for that result, I don't know if I could keep doing it. Like, if this channel blew up. No, you know what? I guess I would have, though, because this channel started as so many different things. It was like gameplays, and then
you're throwing shit at the wall.
That's all you do.
Yeah.
That's how YouTube works. There's your advice. If you want to know how to become at least this successful on YouTube, which when you're this successful doesn't feel like any success because YouTube doesn't care about you at this level.
Which is weird because like we walk around Game On Expo and people are asking you for photographs.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
people.
It's weird.
I was at like Walmart.
Like, it's just you.
It's just me.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't know what to do when people come up. Who was the people? In fact, did I tell you about this? About a couple recognizing me at Walmart.
No.
There was a couple that recognized me. I actually put their names down because they told me to give them a shout out. I was like, okay. Let's see. I think it was Jacob and Zariah.
Was this in Arizona?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was in our old Walmart where we worked.
Really?
Yeah. And they're like, are you on YouTube? Because I was like bending down to get a Red Bull. And I'm like, huh? They're like, yeah, you're on that, you're Fanta, right? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I love your channel, man. And I'm like, what is happening right now?
Yeah. Did you tell him that was the place?
Yeah. I was like, he's like, when you're describing it with the GameStop location and the Walmart and everything, he's like, wait a minute, I live in that area.
Huh.
So it was really weird.
Well, I told you that there's a couple people from my rival scene that recognize you, and they're like, I didn't realize it was the same Fanta.
Oh yeah, from
like,
Craigslist Game Finds.
Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? And one of them actually like said, like, it was nice to meet you at the last
I was
weekly
like,
we were at.
Oh yeah. Hey. It's so strange. I don't know what to do when people come up to you. So I just shook their hand. I was like, yeah, nice to meet you. Just letting you know, this is the Walmart. This is it.
This
like,
is
what? Like,
this is the place.
This is the place. The GameStop was right next door. And they're like, holy shit. And I'm like, yep. Fuck this place.
Oh.
And then I went to Best Buy the same day. And there was somebody that, when I was shopping with you, they commented, like, somebody looked exactly like you was shopping at my Best Buy the other day. So when I went into the Best Buy again, somebody recognized me from the channel.
Huh.
Yeah. Somebody else recognized me from the channel as well in Best Buy. So there's all those people in that area where we used to work are now, for some reason, watching the channel.
Interesting.
Small world. Seriously.
I wonder if
crazy.
it's I know a couple Walmart people, you know.
It's not a Walmart person.
Well, I mean, but they're living there in that area. Maybe they shared it with friends and then kind of just.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't remember. I should have asked them how they found the channel.
Yeah.
Because there are some ex-Walmart people that recognize me.
Yeah.
From Walmart. They had no idea I have a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah. And then there was one person that pinged me in your Discord that he worked in the jewelry counter. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you were in here.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
They're like, is that the same Steven that was here? I'm like, that's me.
That's so weird. Every single time. I can't get used to it, ever. Does anybody ever, like, get used to it? Like, people knowing them, but you don't know them?
I feel like, just based off of what I see, like, in the Smash community, the more popular you get, you either let it go to your head or you get jaded about it. Because, like, you get used to it,
Is
right?
that only the two options?
Well, I don't know. Like, I know some people are still, like, really happy about it, but, like, you put on a different face no matter what. So, like, there's some people that think that they deserve, you know, everything.
Put on a different face, like, on YouTube, or put on a different face?
Like, when someone recognizes you, like, they have a way to, you know, interact with people that know you, but you don't know them.
Oh, my only interaction is awkwardness.
Here, right, but, like, so people that are used to it, though, either,
I see what you mean.
like, are like, yeah, it's me, I'm great. Or they're like, yep, it's me, what of it? And then there's just the other people that are like, oh, it's nice to meet you, but, like, you know, they put on, like, the salesman face, you know? Because it's hard to... There's no normal way to act when someone knows you and you don't know them.
Yeah.
There's no natural reaction to, like, I like that you watch the show, whatever. Like, granted, you're not upset that they know you. It's just, it's hard to react about that in public.
Yeah. I don't think I'll ever get used to it. I'm going to be completely honest. Even if this does blow up and become a huge channel, and
we're going to need to wash this out completely.
Yeah, it just smells like...
It's a forest fire in here.
Oh, yeah. It smells like a barbecue joint. Burned down.
Yeah, before we do the Talisker, it's going to need to be washed out.
Yeah, good shit. Good purchase. Lagavulin lives up to its name.
I really like the Isla and the...
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, on the bottle.
1816. 1816. Jesus Christ. That's such an old company. Like, That's insane. That's over 200 years old.
It's older than you are.
Yeah, I'm just a vampire. You just randomly outed me. Thanks.
You're welcome.
When did vampires become lame? Do you think it was Twilight that did it?
Yeah.
I think so too. Now whenever you think of a vampire, just like, eh.
Though the Castlevania TV show.
That's true. It brings them back.
Yeah, that's the only one that I think of and I'm like, yeah.
But God, they've just been tainted. Yeah. Whenever I think of like a vampire werewolf, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. It's done. You've ruined them.
Congratulations. I hate it.
It went from Christopher Lee to...
yeah.
To some creepy dude preying on a high schooler. Why is it always a high schooler? It is in...
Because that's their target audience for the books.
Oh.
Duh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
The Vampire Diaries, it's like a high schooler. That show's fucking brutal.
Meh.
Like, a lot of these, like, usually girl-targeted shows are pretty damn brutal. Like, Supernatural.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. You're like, good God. Just people are getting ripped apart, necks are being broken.
Yeah, but the main actors are hot, so...
So murder is okay?
Well, yeah, look at them.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think I've talked about this already. I'm not going to repeat myself here. About how they're rapists and stuff, and it doesn't make any sense. I think we talked about it in the last podcast. How do we get the vampires again? Oh, because... Anyway.
Yeah.
I found the root of the rabbit hole that almost got a lot bigger. So should we wash these out real quick?
Yeah.
So you can try the towels, Kieran?
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully washing it out with water is enough. You have to like deep clean it.
I mean, yeah, there's soap and shit if you want to use that.
Is it like aloe soap?
Oh, like dish soap.
Huh?
Like dish soap.
Why no? But is it soap in your aloe?
Oh, in there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I use the dish...
It smells very aloe.
I mean, isn't that one orange scented?
What?
Isn't the soap in there orange scented?
It smells like aloe to me.
Huh. Whack.
There we go.
Yeah? Doesn't smell like, you know, the entire forest burned down. Yeah.
And somebody used the coals from the burned down Amazon forest to make some barbecue.
Yeah, you did it. Congratulations. Hey. Now, is the water on the outside or the inside? It's on the outside for the most part.
Yep.
Let it sit for a second.
Yeah, I agree. Just let it air dry.
It's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. I don't know,
Yeah.
man. How long has this been going for?
Hour and 15?
How long's your podcast normally?
Like, average, like 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
What is a game that you are super looking forward to?
Super looking forward to. Like playing forward to coming out or playing? Like, am I looking forward for it to come out or just to play in general?
What is that? What is
Because I have so many games that I have not played that I own. Or am I looking forward to a game that doesn't even, like, you can't play it yet?
Coming out.
Coming out.
Yeah.
You know, everything that was on my radar came out in September.
What about Animal Crossing?
Oh yeah, that's coming out too.
What do you think of the building mechanics? Do you like it? Have you seen the trailers and everything?
I saw the Nintendo Direct
Yeah.
it was like your own deserted island thing, and it's weird that it's got a camping vibe aesthetic to it. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if eventually you upgrade to being able to just do normal house things once it's no longer a desert island, but I don't think it's going to be the case. But it looks really unique and really interesting.
Yeah, it does.
Like there's only so many times you can do the plant apples, get apples, build house.
That's
thing.
true.
And I think that they found a way to make this a fresh take on a old genre. And by old genre, I mean like the series is the only thing that does it. But like, you know what I mean?
I'm a little worried though, because whenever they try to do that, they don't do it right. Mario Party hasn't been good since 8.
Right, but they're not really changing the formula too much in this game. Just enough.
Yeah.
It's just like little tweaks.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like Nintendo's new games besides Mario and Zelda have taken a slight decline, in my eyes at least. Like, I love Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 is a phenomenal racing game.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the best Mario Kart they've come out with, in my opinion.
But the battle mode is garbage.
Well, that's just the battle mode.
But that's important to me.
It is, but I don't think that it's been on a decline because of that. I think the actual racing mode is the best they've ever had.
I'll agree with that. For sure.
So I wouldn't call that on a decline.
But it did have a little. It always had like a down. Like it's like the Mario Tennis game.
Oh, the new Mario Tennis game is not that great.
It was okay. I was hoping it would be good.
I really liked it for like the first couple days I played it, and then the more I played it, it's like, it's.
I lost interest.
I compare it to the 64 version and Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube, and nothing compares to the GameCube version one. It's just too good.
I liked the N64 one too.
Oh yeah. That's why I say like I compare
Yeah,
to those two.
yeah,
But
those two.
it's just like I keep wanting something that plays like the GameCube version.
Yeah.
And if I want that, I might as well just play the fucking GameCube version.
Yeah. Oh, God, I miss the old Mario Party games. It's such a shame that they kept doing stupid things with it every single time. Like, the new Mario Party game is just a disappointment. I kept lying to myself, saying I was enjoying it, but in all actuality, it's
Yeah,
not a good
I'm
game.
glad I didn't buy it.
Yeah, it was just a mistake.
It was okay. It was better than the last two.
Yeah, but that's not saying anything.
Exactly, but it's a trend upwards at least.
Nah.
After a steep
Steep
fall
decline.
to the fucking ground
Good lord.
from the heavens.
Yeah. That's like saying, oh, well, GameStop's going bankrupt. But look at the new renovated store. It's still shit. It's still something in decline. I'm trying to think of another Nintendo property that I feel like... I mean, Mario Tennis, Mario Party, those were big, sad things for me.
Metroid, they really haven't
It
done
just
much
doesn't
with it.
exist.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4, they delayed. And they scrapped and restarted, which could be a good thing, could be bad. The big one that has really disappointed me, and if you want to just grab that poster right there, and
Oh, I agree. 100%.
is one of my favorite games of all time, Star Fox 64, and the you fucking yeah, what they've done to the Star Fox IP is just depressing and sad.
It's such a simple game. How do you keep fucking it up?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get
Star Fox Assault for the GameCube, I really liked. There was still... I didn't like the parts where you had to run around.
Yeah.
But it was still better than Star Fox Adventure, which is the one with all the dinosaurs. And
Yeah.
then Star Fox Command was interesting on the DS, where they had the turn-based, but then it moved into real gameplay. And the gameplay was great.
Huh.
And it had 9 different endings. It was pretty unique, pretty interesting. But...
How is the N64 version just the best?
It's just... You can't beat
It's
it.
so good.
It's just so simple.
Another game, why the fuck
Perfect.
haven't they made a sequel to,
Oh, yeah.
is also sitting over here.
It just...
Freaking...
It's in front of your face. You had the Wii U's gamepad. Just use that as a camera, right? Pokemon Snap. It just makes sense.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, this is... Do the thing! Like, this was such a fun game to even go back and play.
Yeah, I've gone back and beaten it again multiple times.
What a dumb fucking game.
But it's so good.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good. What a dumb... I cannot stress how dumb this game is as a concept. Dumbest game ever. You don't move. You are on a car.
It's a rail shooter, but like you're shooting photographs.
It's literally on a rail, and you're shooting pictures. It's literally...
But you throw some things, and you get them to do poses, and you get different scores, and
Exactly.
and you get secret entrances to
There's
get to the next
secrets,
level,
and there's like reasons to go back and replay levels when you get items you didn't have before.
or you barely missed the perfect photo, so you go back and play it, and the levels weren't long, so it wasn't a pain in the ass to do it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that game. I need to play it again.
I've got the N64 HDMI adapter.
Hell yeah.
I don't have it right now. I lent it to the artist, but so I'll get it back soon.
We gotta play some Pokemon Snap.
Yeah.
We should stream that game.
Hell yeah.
That game was the shit. I love that game. I'm looking forward to Luigi's Mansion. A little bit worried.
Ooh, yeah, that's
Another
a good one.
series that kind of...
It's got the co-op
tanked.
with Luigi. So, Luigi's Mansion 1 was great.
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion 2 was what, the Dark Moon or whatever?
Yeah.
And that was on the 3DS?
I didn't play it, I'm gonna be honest. I played a little bit of the demo in GameStop.
I wouldn't call it a tank, because I don't even consider that Luigi's Mansion 2. I know it is, but like, unless it's on the console, I'm not considering it as a core part of the game, if that makes sense.
I guess, but there was a dramatic change in tone that a lot of people brought up that I kept saying no, and then Eric and I started playing the original again. I was like, oh shit, they're right. It took like a dark atmosphere and just made it super cartoony. And I don't get why they...
Was that because it was on the handheld, or because it's...
Well, I mean, if you look at the new one, it's super cartoony again.
Yeah, and it's not scary. Like,
no.
When I was a kid, and I would watch my brother play Luigi's Mansion. Mm-hmm. It creeped me out.
Is it T?
I don't know, actually.
Or is it E10 plus?
I have it in here somewhere, but yeah.
I'll look it up real quick.
But so watching him play it, it was creepy.
Yeah, it was really creepy.
It wasn't like scary, but it was enough to keep you uneasy.
Yeah.
And just like you didn't really want to go to the next part, but you did at the same time.
Oh, it was just rated E. Why would it be rated T? I'm stupid.
Yeah, you're dummy.
Yep.
But yeah, so seeing like the new themes for the rooms and stuff, it's like, well, this doesn't seem like it's got this scary vibe to it.
But it looks like fun.
Yeah, it does look like fun.
It looks like a lot of fun, and I'm excited for the party mode. Honestly.
Oh yeah, the multiplayer? Oh my god, that looks so good.
That looks dope. All like the challenge rooms and all the different things that are going on. It's like
Luigi's versus Gooigi's.
This looks better than Mario Party.
It does.
As a party game. So that's cool. I'm excited for that. But I don't know.
What else? Oh, there's Trials of Mana. It looks interesting. It's RPG.
Oh,
yeah,
I
Square
think I remember that.
Enix.
Yeah.
I was telling you about the Collection of Mana earlier today.
Did you ever play the other Square Enix game that was huge? The one where it was like sprites and
Octopath Traveler?
Yeah.
Traveler? I have not.
Do you own it?
Yes.
Have you opened it?
Oh yeah.
But you haven't played it.
I have not played it because there's 8 characters. You choose one of them and you play this long game, right? And then you beat it and you're like, well, now I've got 7 other characters to go through. So it's daunting and it scares me.
Yeah.
It's just like,
there's a lot of games.
remember
like
when
that.
I mentioned that it was like the grind of Monster Hunter lost the appeal to me? But sometimes it's the daunting fact that like you're getting committed to something that's going to take forever.
That's how I feel about The Witcher.
Things.
That's how I feel with The Witcher, and that's how I feel about Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because it's so, like, I'll get into Skyrim, but it takes, like, this is like, I have to force myself. And I have so much fun. But if I ever get out of it, I'm like, oh my god, where was I?
Yep.
Who was I talking to? What quest was I on? And it's not that hard to get back in, but that extra 10 to 15 minutes to figure out where you were.
It's daunting.
I don't want to do it.
You don't, it's like you think about it, you're like, oh man, this is going to suck.
That's like when you haven't played a Pokemon game in years.
Yeah.
And you're like, I guess I'm restarting. I don't want to fucking figure out where I was. I mean, I have this badge. Where do I go? I don't know. Another game that I wish would also get remade because Katamari Damacy, the original, got remade for the Switch, and it's so much fun.
And I
need to
have
beat
played
it
that.
again.
It's awesome.
So much fun. Why is We Love Katamari not been remade yet?
Don't know, but did you see the new game
amazing.
coming out from the creator?
What the fuck is that game?
It's wild is what it is.
It looks like somebody took acid while they were also on mushrooms.
They're like making a Katamari Damacy game, but then they forgot because they were on too many drugs, and then they just they're like, what if all the things that you normally roll together just became friends with each other? And that's the game.
I think that's what's going on. I don't know. It's just a bunch of weird sound effects and shaped people.
And then like you like flush
things.
it. You put like a shit on a toilet and you flush it and then it's happy. I don't get it.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like the Nobby Nobby Boy game that he also made.
I don't know that one.
They're just these weird... Make another Katamari game. It's pretty simple. Or if you're not going to make a new one, just remake the ones you've made already.
Because they're sick.
They're sick. We Love Katamari is supposed to be even better. I think I played a little bit of it on the PS2, but I don't think I ever beat it. I don't remember where I got it. Maybe I got like an emulation of it. Oh, that's what it was. I had an emulation on my PC of the We Love Katamari just because I was like, fuck it. I want to play this game, and I don't want to play it in the low res on PS2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then Super Mario Bros. Maker 2, Super Mario Maker 2,
Yeah.
finally added the whole friend co-op thing.
Oh.
I can talk about that here because nobody watched my video on it. I'm not bitter.
No one will or no one did?
No one did. It has less than 1,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, holy fuck, nobody cares. But I am excited, so I'm going to talk about it again.
Personally, I don't care about Mario Maker.
But you can play with friends now. You can do versus. You can race each other through the levels. You can play co-op. Why don't you care about Mario Maker? Oh, you'll like this part. They have a whole section of levels made by Nintendo.
So I like the co-op New Super Mario World.
Yeah.
And I like the co-op stuff that they've done with that. But at the same time, I'm more interested in things like Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, Mario Odyssey is amazing.
Because...
Did you ever beat that?
I have not even played it.
What? Do you own it?
Yes.
Okay.
I watched my brother play through a lot of it. That's the problem. Like, when I start watching people play games, I have less of an inclination to play myself.
Okay, tonight we are both playing Mario Odyssey.
Okay.
We're gonna get you to play it because
But so
I haven't beaten it.
Mario-
I'm the pot calling the kettle black or whatever the fuck.
I've played through and beat Mario Galaxy 1.
I haven't.
And I've played through and beat Mario 64 multiple times.
I haven't.
And Mario 64 is still my favorite out of all of them.
Mario 64 is dope, but I got really I had it for the DS.
Oh yeah, I beat it on the DS as well as on 64.
I got really sidetracked because there's like mini games.
Right.
Isn't that the one with the casino?
I don't know. I know you can
There was
change
one-
characters in it from like Mario to Wario and Yoshi and Luigi.
What?
Yeah. After you get to a certain point, you can change characters.
That's interesting. I just play Wario the whole time. But there was one that had a casino in it. I miss the Nintendo DS. The Nintendo DS had so many cool things like download play.
Oh yeah.
Good God, that was so awesome. Only one person needed a copy of Mario Kart, and everybody
You can do that
could play.
with Triforce Heroes too.
Really?
We actually just had my brother and one of our buddies over, and we played. I owned the game, and my brother owned the game, but the third guy didn't. So I gave him my extra 3DS because I had the original one,
I
like the
still have
original, and I was like, "Oh, you don't own it? That's cool. Here, use my old one." And so then gave it to him, and then he just downloaded, played, and we all played Triforce Heroes together.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Sick. It's so sick. And then there was one, I think it was in that game. I think it was in Super Mario Bros. 64, where there was like a casino games and like mini games you could play, and there was just like all this like extra shit that they added to it that was so much fun, and you can play multiplayer. Like that doesn't happen nowadays. You don't just get extra things on top of the game. You have to pay for all that nowadays. It's so sad. Dead Cells. That's a lot of fun.
Ooh, they had such a cool fucking display at PAX.
Have you played it?
No, I haven't played it. But like, it was a super cool game that I got to watch people play. I watched you play it.
You own it.
Yes.
That sucks for you, actually, because they just came out with like a Game of the
I
Year
know.
edition. Yeah, I felt
I know.
fisted.
I
I
s-
was so pissed off.
I saw it at PAX
I was pissed.
when I was there, and it's just like, well,
I was like, God damn it.
because like it's a bigger case, it's got other shit in it.
Another game that went downhill, Yoshi's Crafted World.
Oh yeah, I heard that the game was fun, but the music was dog shit.
The game, it didn't have the same appeal that Yoshi's Woolly World had.
Right. I played through most of Yoshi's Woolly World 3 times because I
too.
have 3 different save files for some reason.
Same here. Yeah, I played. Didn't I play with you?
Yeah, on one of
Two?
them. Yeah,
I
I think you
played
played
with-
actually 2 of my files with me.
And then I played with Eric 2 or 3 times through
Yeah.
the game as well. Because
It's a great game.
it's so much. It makes you feel so happy. Crafted World doesn't have the same feeling at all. The unlocks don't feel as great. I love.
Yeah, I bought that day
collecting-
1 because I expected it to be good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And Eric got bored to tears, and I was falling asleep. And it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't as good. And a sequel should get better, not get worse.
Right.
And unfortunately, I wish they just remade Woolly World.
Ported over to Switch.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
Yeah.
I don't like ports, but if that's what I have to have, I would buy that game again for $40.
To be perfectly honest, the only games that I would the only game now, because they're porting the other one, that I would turn on my Wii U for is Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah, Yoshi's Woolly World was the shit. That game's awesome. Oh, and Pikmin.
Oh,
Pikmin
yeah.
3. I never beat that game, by the way.
Did you play it?
A little bit.
I don't even own it.
You never played it?
I've never played a Pikmin game.
Wait,
I played the multiplayer of Pikmin 2.
Oh, okay. I was like, I could have
That's it.
sworn. Why have you not played Pikmin?
I hate time limit games.
The second one doesn't have a time limit.
I know, but I feel like I gotta play the first one.
It's completely unrelated. Weren't you playing that? I thought you and Eric were playing that.
No.
When we all lived together.
Nope.
Who the fuck was playing in the living room? Somebody bought it on my Wii U. They bought Pikmin 2 on my Wii U to play it.
Not me.
It must have been Eric and Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've never played it. Yeah, because it's like an RTS that had a time limit on it for the first one.
The time limit's not that bad.
It's still daunting.
It's a time
me.
limit. I know. But you like Katamari.
And I also...
There's a time limit.
I know. I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, I am too.
But I also love... My favorite Legend of Zelda is Majora's Mask. And
the whole game's a time
I know!
limit. That's why I didn't play Majora's Mask, is because I didn't want to deal with that shit.
Right.
It's so stressful when there's a time limit.
Yeah.
And yet I love Tony Hawk. The Tony Hawk games.
That's because you do sick shit nonstop.
And that's because the time limit is kind of like inconsequential.
Right.
It's like, oh, I didn't get that one.
If you miss the time limit on Pikmin, it's the entire game's a time limit, and then you lose.
Why I didn't want
Where
to
like
play
if you run out of time on Majora's Mask, you just like go back to the start. It's like game over, but you don't have to restart the fucking game.
Well, you don't have to restart the fuck. Do you have to restart the fucking game?
Yeah, because
it goes game over. You have to load the game again. There's a bunch of loading screens, and you have to like reload.
But for Pikmin 1, if you don't reach your goal by the end of the game, there's no like going back to the last save point and fixing
you're right.
it.
That game's brutal.
Yeah, you get fucked, and that's what was daunting to me. Like it's like
What was also daunting was I didn't want to lose any Pikmin because it was really sad. When
oh
they
yeah,
died.
they just like ghost away.
No! And I'm like, no. Now I don't give a fuck anymore as much, but when I was a kid, I was like, good God, it's so sad when they die.
A game that I've been meaning to play along the same lines that Pikmin is called Little King's Story.
Yes, but I heard the port was garbage.
Oh, there's a port?
There was a port on the Vita.
Oh, I have it on the Wii. I have
Yeah, it's on the
I have a
Wii.
disc on the Wii. I have
Yeah.
the disc.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be one of the best games ever made for the Wii.
I heard it was amazing.
And that's one of the games that it's
I
like...
wonder if I own it. I don't think so, but I want to play it.
I got it for super cheap from GameStop, actually, because I had them send it to your store when you still work there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you better be happy about that we're doing this. And they're like bitter about it, because like, I guess when they send games, they get like a bunch of like shovelware games in the box
They just
too.
shove a bunch of shit in
But it's
it.
like you're supposed to be helping the customer, right?
Yeah,
Fuck you for getting angry at me for asking for a game, right?
I don't want to pour your whiskey. I'll let you do it. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because I got that, and it's like weird.
Are you ever gonna play that game?
I want to,
I have.
but like there was another game though, real quick.
Oh, sorry.
I got it at the same time for like $2. And it was like this Captain Zeke. It's like something legendary treasure hunt.
I know what you're talking about.
I have it on disc.
I know.
It's supposed to be one of the other best games that has been made for the Wii.
You first.
It's very similar without like the forest fire smell. Like you get a lot of like the oceany, like briny smell.
So it doesn't smell like California. Because half that state is always on fire.
Yeah.
Why? It just smells exactly like. That's crazy how similar those are.
Yeah.
Good lord. Well, I guess we'll give it a shot. Maybe the taste will be different. That's so similar. Yeah.
And it's like I had to smell it multiple times. I'm like, is it the same one?
Right? Yeah, it's pretty fucking close.
There's still some water in it.
Don't do it. Anyway, There was a Vita version that got ported over of the Little King story, but I heard the port was garbage. Which is a shame, because I feel like that'd be the perfect method of... What are you doing? Are you just going to wait for the...
You said don't do it.
What?
You said don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't pour the whiskey.
No, pour the whiskey.
Oh, I said there's still water in it, and you said don't do it. So I thought that meant don't pour the whiskey in the water. Like in the cup with water in it.
I don't know why I said that.
Fuck you.
Okay. Anyway, I think I know what you're talking about. The pirate game.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the Wii, is there was a lot of great games for it, but a lot of them got overlooked because the console itself was full of shovelware.
Oh yeah. It's like, man, you own a Wii? That console sucks dick.
Yeah.
And you're like, but there's some gems. I can count on like 10 fingers all the good games.
Yeah. Did you ever play Mad World or whatever the fuck it was called?
No, but I heard that one was like...
It was dope.
Yeah.
It had John DiMaggio, which is the guy that does... I think that's his name. I don't remember. I could be wrong. I was so confident that that was his name, and now I'm not at all. But the guy that does Marcus Phoenix...
That guy.
Yeah, he also is...
He also looked like Marcus Phoenix on the cover art, too.
He's also the dog in Adventure Time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So whenever I hear his
Finn?
voice, it's like... he's Jake, the dog.
Jake, it's Jake, and Finn's the
dude.
humanoid thing.
The weird-looking guy thing. Yeah. Smell the same?
Yeah, just less smoky. Still got smoke to it, though. Just less.
It's interesting. But yeah, there was... That's what's a shame about the Vita, is the Vita, Sony killed it at launch. Like, the Wii was incredibly popular when it really didn't deserve to be, because the graphics were garbage.
Yeah. Like, you had Xenoblade on it, which was, like, a great game, but it just looked like shit.
Are you excited for the remake?
Yes.
Because I never played the original, and
Same.
I didn't want to pay the exorbitant prices.
$50 for a disc that's used.
I thought it was $100.
Well, they reprinted them.
Oh, you're right.
So, like, it became less rare.
Yeah.
But then they would sell used discs that were, like, brand new for $50.
What was up with that?
GameStop capitalized.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird time. I feel like that shouldn't be legal.
Well, I bought one of them.
Did you?
Yeah, because it was one of those, like, buy two, get one free things. So I bought 2 other rare games and got that with it.
What rare games did you get? Do you remember?
The Kirby, the multiplayer Kirby Wii game. The one, like, you know in Smash Bros. He has his Final Smash that does the big sword?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Did you play that?
Yeah, I almost beat it with my girlfriend and one of my other friends. We got really deep into it, but then my Wii Remote's batteries died, so we stopped for the night. And then we just never got back to playing it again. Because all 3 of us in the same room was hard to get to.
Yeah.
And then the other game that I got, I don't even fucking remember. So that tells you right there. Probably didn't play it.
Didn't get Fire Emblem?
I got Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. And
Is that the GameCube one?
I got both the GameCube and the Wii one from our friend, the reporter guy. Yeah, because he was selling his games.
I
so
remember that.
I got them both for like $80 total.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty jelly.
That was a lot of money for me at the time.
Yeah, it was. I remember. I was like, fuck. Big spender over here.
Yeah, working at Walmart, spending our entire fucking paycheck.
Did you ever play that any of those Fire Emblems?
I played the Wii one.
Yeah.
And it is tough.
Really?
Like the first level, I feel like with those kind of turn-based strategy games, the earlier levels are harder because you have less to work with, and it's like you need to navigate through this thing, get to the end without any of your characters dying at the very beginning. And it's a very 2-path narrow road, and yeah, it's the one with Ike in it, and yeah, it was difficult and it was frustrating, but I didn't beat it.
That was before the Waifu Wars? Before now, it's just...
Before the fucking company that makes Fire Emblem killed Advance Wars so they can make weeb games.
I mean, Fire Emblem games are still good.
Right, but then
But there's weird shit.
There's a lot of weird fan service bullshit in it, and it's even weirder in the Japanese versions if you've seen videos on that.
Yeah.
Even weirder. But then also they don't make Advance Wars anymore because why would they? Because they've cornerstoned the market of horny teenagers trying to fuck video game characters.
Just make Advance Wars. It'll make money.
Yeah, but not as much money as horny teenagers trying to fuck cartoon characters.
Put a horny cartoon character in Advance Wars. I don't care. Just make Advance Wars. It was fun.
I don't want that in my game.
Advance Wars.
That's true. As long as it didn't change the gameplay, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Fire Emblem got weird, but the gameplay was still getting amazing, and it just kept revolution. Like the new Fire Emblem game is supposed to be incredible.
Yeah, my old roommate.
Do you own it?
The new one, no.
I own it.
But you know the old.
Guess how many times I've played it?
0.
Never opened it.
But yeah, so the person we played Triforce Hero, old roommate of mine.
Yeah.
He's huge into Fire Emblem, like huge into it, and we had a discussion because I went over to his place. And he's like, have you noticed the Fire Emblem games are getting weird? And so I had to like go on a tangent about it. He's like, okay, so anyway, he's like, have you noticed that the Fire Emblem games have been getting weird? I'm like,
fuck me.
Jesus.
That's still rolling.
Fuck you. Like I had to go on a tangent with him about like all the weird shit they've been doing.
Yeah.
And it's just explaining to him, and he's like, why am I able to marry someone that's like 10 years old?
Wait,
why
what?
You're able to like marry underage women in that game?
In which one?
In the new one, yeah. He's like, I thought she was this old. Why is it giving me that option? And like weird shit like that. It's like, why is that allowed?
What
why,
the fuck?
Why is that in this game? And like him being someone that doesn't normally play video games, like beyond like sometimes Smash occasionally. Like when I say occasionally, like rare occasions. And then he liked the Fire Emblem games growing up. Explaining to him the direction that this bullshit's going is just like, okay, so you gotta understand, people own body pillows with cartoon characters in lewd positions.
Yeah, but
and it's sad and depressing.
Like underage, that's
that's different. That's extra, yeah.
Extreme.
But
I didn't know that.
I had to give the background to it, like
how
we got to this
allowed?
point.
How is that allowed?
I don't fucking know.
It's a T-rated game. Warning, contains pedophilia. Like, what the fuck? Are they actually 10, or do they just look 10?
I don't know. I have not played the game. I haven't played a Fire Emblem game since Awakening, which is good.
Even if they look 10, it's still weird.
Yeah.
Why do you have to marry people in them now?
Yeah, like it's really strange. It's like Awakening was just you meet people in the battlefield and you can convince them to join you.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And then
in this new one, it's like you can like create spawn and shit.
3 houses.
Yeah.
Or that's the new one.
That's the new one. Echoes was the weird one.
Birthright. There we go. That's it.
Yeah,
Birthright
Fates.
And
Birthright was the DLC to Fates.
No. There were 2 of them.
Yeah.
It was Fire Emblem Fates, Birthright, and something else. And then there was like a third one that was DLC.
I thought Birthright was the third one, but whatever.
I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. Those were great games, and Nintendo sent me the collector's edition, which had all 3 of them on.
Oh, I got that collector's edition too. I have not opened it because I know it's gonna be worth money. That's literally the reason I didn't play it.
Oh, well, I beat it because I did a review on it, and I played a little bit of the other campaigns just to see what the little bit difference was. And it's a really, really fun game. It's a really good game, but to get like the most powerful characters, you have to like marry them off. You basically have to play eugenics. You have to start doing eugenics to get the master race of people for your squad so that you can just destroy everybody in the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like this like fox dude. I married off my daughter to some fox dude in order to create this master race of half dragon being and like fox.
And it's like, why is that in the fucking game? It's weird.
And it was like, why am I doing this? But at the same time, it was hilarious because like you just stomp everybody because you have all these forces that are genetically engineered to be amazing. Because like my dude can turn into a freaking dragon, my daughter can turn into a dragon. The child of these other people can turn into a fox demon, and then the dad can turn into a fox demon. So I got all these like anthropomorphized murder people.
So you're a furry?
No. Is a dragon a furry?
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Tell us in the comments.
There you go. Hey.
Hey.
But yeah, your dude is like part dragon or something. And you can turn into one.
Right, because that's the one with Corrin in it, right?
Who?
Corrin?
No, that was Awakening.
Oh. Was it?
Yeah.
No, I thought Awakening was just Lucina. Robin was Awakening. Yeah, Robin was Awakening. Corrin was the next one. Was Fates.
I don't know the names of the characters because I named your own. You name your own character.
Well, yeah, because Robin was the tactician.
Yeah.
And I say Robin because it's what it is in Smash.
Did you ever beat Awakening?
I did not because
Neither. I heard it was really good though.
I was playing the classic mode where if you lose a character you lose him forever, and I had a guy blocking a spot, and he was gonna live, right? But then he criticaled the person in retaliation and killed them. So then someone else came in and killed him.
Oh.
And I was like, "Fuck this! I'm out."
That's why I don't play that mode.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose people.
It was really sad.
That's too much
It was my
stress.
first person that I lost.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like, it was pretty like halfway into the game too. You can come up. What's up? Hello.
This is what happens when you do a podcast in just like a public space. People have to like walk by and go to their rooms and shit.
Beautiful lighting.
Right? It's the best.
Oh yeah.
This is a professional atmosphere here. We've got a fan and that. The lighting isn't bad.
Yeah,
It looks
lighting's
good.
solid. Yeah.
It just looks really ghetto. Just one light stand. Yeah.
Also, this color like totally matches the color behind us too, so it's really weird that we're sitting on a futon that's basically not there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just cut me out.
What are you up to?
Shower time.
Shower time.
Equals fun time.
You gonna join the podcast in the shower?
It's kind of weird.
We can video chat you in.
That's the point. It's supposed to be
I
weird.
think I've heard you guys say smoky like 10 times tonight.
Well, that's because we're drinking Talisker and Lagavulin.
Yeah, some really good whiskey.
Super
Scotch.
smoky.
Smell it. Here.
Come smell this shit.
Come smell.
Come here, boy. I need you to smell this.
That's my boy.
Are we live?
Yeah, well, it's
Wow,
recording. It's
yeah.
a long podcast.
Was I not supposed to drink it?
You can drink it. It's okay.
Oh, that's smoky.
It's a
See?
what is that? $72 bottle of Scotch. $72.
Is it supposed to taste like a campfire in your mouth?
A little bit.
Well, it's got a lot of salt to it too. A lot of
Wood?
wood, but it's also like by the sea.
Do you know what it tastes like? It tastes like driftwood that somebody set on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far in the bottle are you guys?
Not very.
Not very, yeah.
far?
We don't plan on getting further either.
Better get working on it.
No.
No way. These are expensive. We never did it on. That was never synced ever. I hope. Oh, I can't even do a fucking video with Adam Kerr anymore. That's so
Yeah, you can.
stupid. Where does he live?
In your heart. Heart.
God damn it! I was gonna go to Vegas and make a video with him. It's gonna be great.
Well,
He might be here.
He'll be down here for Heatwave.
Yeah, but I want to make a video on his channel with him. Your video never got released. I'm pretty bummed.
Videos we recorded too.
Videos. Oh. Yeah, I was hoping he'd release those.
The sock's like already falling apart. Look at that.
That's weird.
And just the shoe maybe fucking it up, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe. He's Elijah Craig.
I'm wearing my
socks on.
whiskey socks.
Yeah.
Fucks.
It's fucking great.
Oh man.
What the fuck were we talking about?
Well, we were talking about how
Fire
weird
Emblem,
Fire Emblem
yeah.
became, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dragon people and furries and.
yeah.
I guess those would be technically furries. I mean.
I know there's another term called scalies.
Is that what a dragon person would be?
Probably.
Oh.
Because there's no fur.
It's the game of scalies and furries, and you have to genetically make more of them.
Yeah.
Because they're super powerful.
I'm gonna call anyone that plays Fire Emblem a furry from now on.
But you like Fire Emblem.
Not really. I don't play it anymore. I played Awakening. That was the last one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't played Three Houses yet. There's no furries in Three Houses, I don't think.
You say
Or
that.
scalies. Because the reason that there's dragons in this one is because it's like that's like part of the story. Is like you're kind of like dragonborn. Oh wait, Skyrim.
Fusroda!
That'd be so funny if that was in Fire Emblem. It's like one of those. Have you seen the meme where it's like the fade in to like you're on like the jail cart
Yeah.
and it's the start of Skyrim? You're like playing Fire Emblem and you're like 90% through the game and you're about to beat it, and then your character randomly goes Fusroda, and you're like, what? And then it like blacks out and fades in, and all of a sudden you're playing Skyrim on the 3DS.
That's about all the time I've got today. I need to go back to playing Skyrim for my Nintendo 3DS.
What game is it that
Animal Crossing, New Leaf.
is it?
Yeah, that's what he says in the thing.
That's
Reggie
funny.
Reggie Fils-May. That's about all the time I've got. I need to go back to playing Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
I always wondered where Dreamcast guy got his outro, because he always talked about how he's gonna go back to playing Grand Theft Auto on his Sony PSP.
That's
like, oh,
That's from that meme, yeah.
Oh, that's great. I love it. I should start doing some like random bullshit for each one. Like, have a fantastic day. I need to go back to insert obscure, ridiculous thing here.
Mm.
I'm trying to think of what some of those things would be. That's about all the time I have today, everybody. I need to go finish filling up my car's tires with eggnog. No?
No.
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 Okay, I guess we won't make this thing.
Yeah, no.
I tried.
Did you?
I tried so hard, and I didn't get
Okay.
far.
I don't know, man. I feel like it's a podcast.
It's a podcast?
Yeah, it's a podcast.
Wrap it up?
Yeah, I feel like I want to go back to playing Diablo for my PC.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Oh, fuck. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Actually.
fuck!
Oh, shit. Actually, I meant to do this in the last one. I'm sorry that we have to make this a little bit longer.
I hate you.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. There is a questions tab because I was
Oh.
listening to fucking the Gus Johnson
Yeah.
Gus and Eddie podcast,
Yeah.
and they do preguntas, which is questions
Oh, in Spanish.
in Spanish.
I
But we're
s-
not
I
gonna
can
call
speak
it that because
hablo.
that's what they do. So we're not gonna call it that, but we're gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
What is your biggest fear? We'll go through a couple of these.
I feel like I've asked this on your show before, actually.
My biggest fear?
Yeah, because like I always go from an archer. What are your three biggest fears?
That was
What are your three biggest fears?
That was in his live stream.
That was in a
actually.
stream? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so I
It was a
don't
long
like
time ago.
open ocean.
Really?
Yeah. I don't like being in water I can't see the bottom of. I don't like being above water where I can't see shores and shit.
You just don't like being like out where you just that's kind
I
of
don't like having control, like no control while I'm in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yeah, I guess
Or
it's kind of
lakes,
scary.
that kind of shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
How about you?
I don't have any like crippling fears that I can think of.
Yeah, I mean, I can still go on a boat. I just don't like
Yeah.
it.
I don't like spiders.
You're weak.
I don't shit on you for your fear. I give mine you're weak.
No, that's understandable though.
Like Shania's house has over 200 spiders
Why?
all over
You
it.
count them?
I don't have to. It's just there. They'll be on the car too. Like I'll like go to the trunk to open it and there'll be a spider there.
Why?
There's one in like the rear view mirror.
You move.
They don't give a shit. They're Ohioan spiders. They're some mean bastards. Awful. Anyway, fuck spiders. I don't know. My biggest fear is probably not succeeding
Mm.
in life. Just kind of never getting a house, never moving forward from where I am right now. I don't know. That's probably my biggest fear. What are your favorite GameCube games?
Melee is obviously a good one. Smash Bros. Mario Power Tennis.
Yes.
That's a big one for multiplayer that I've played a lot. Star Fox Assault was a good one. That's one of my favorites. Watching my brother play through Metroid Prime 1 and 2, I didn't personally play them, but watching it was a fucking awesome experience. Watching my brother play through Luigi's Mansion, like I can go on and on. Double Dash, like you name a game, and it's like
GameCube's just a badass
GameCube
system.
was a.
You forgot about Animal Crossing, and I'm not proud.
I said you can name one,
No,
and it's on there.
No, you needed to specifically.
I always
name
forget
it
about
yourself.
Animal Crossing. I don't know why. It's really weird. I always forget about that game.
That was a huge part of our college.
It was, but yeah, GameCube games. GameCube, the console was just baller.
Yes.
How about you?
You listed
Okay, there you go.
most of them. Yeah,
Next.
there you go. What type of hard liquor is your favorite? Well, that's pretty funny because that was asked like a month ago, and now it's whiskey. There you go. Boom.
I really like vodka. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't like. You don't have any vodka at all.
I know.
But yeah, whiskey. I'm not sure if it's Scotch or bourbon. Scotch is interesting because there's like this weird.
It's a completely
variety.
different beast.
It's still whiskey, but it's
I
completely.
think
different.
right now I'm on more of a bourbon train, which
I
is
am
something
too.
I didn't expect
Yeah.
before like this month.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like the Scotch that I had,
Yeah.
and I've had blended whiskeys, and they're like, oh, they're okay, but like I was always like, no, Scotch is the shit. But now I've been having good bourbons, and that's
I feel like I have to be in the mood for a Scotch,
right.
but I could always have a bourbon.
Yeah, like a single malt good bourbon.
Single malt bourbon.
What? Or single malt whiskey.
That's a Scotch.
Yeah, like that's okay.
Oh, okay. I was so confused for a
No,
second.
no, like because single malt is basically Scotch, but it's not from Scotland, right?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Do you have
So-
a single malt?
I don't, but I tasted it up in Portland, Seattle.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had a single malt yet.
Yeah, so single malt whiskey, that's what the Westward was.
Oh, that what? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and so that was really good shit. But like, I never really expected to be into the bourbon as much as I am now.
Yeah. It's good shit.
Yeah. Sorry for confusing you.
That's fine. Whatever. Would you give up your current job to work at Amazon with Eric, or work with SBS at his job? That's pretty funny. No, and no, because I feel like at least we are looking for greener pastures. What do you think about popular 90s games getting remakes like Spyro and Crash? Yes. Yes, and I love that they're remakes and not remasters.
And I also like that they're remakes and they're bundling multiple in one.
Yes.
That's the biggest thing. Like the Crash Insane Trilogy and the Spyro Reignited Trilogy all in one for $40. Fuck yes.
It's so surprising coming from Activision that they didn't individually sell them for like 30
30
bucks a
each,
piece.
yeah.
They could have easily done that and they would have sold them, but they did it as a bundle.
So they did a
Wonderful.
good thing, yeah.
Good job, idiots. Is there any company you know which is not shitty?
That is like, that's a really open-ended question because, I mean, there's small businesses and stuff that are really
I
good.
think they're thinking of video game
Oh.
companies.
Dan Fernacey LLC.
He's cool.
Yeah. I think you go to any indie developer, you're probably going to find good companies. But
You're gonna find-
in terms of the big ones,
I can't think of one.
Yeah.
I can't think of one that's blameless. Like even CD Projekt Red is known for crunch time, and
yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of a. This would have been so much easier like years ago. I'd have been like, oh, I love Bethesda, and I love CD Projekt Red, and I love.
But now you know too much.
But now I know too much, and now it's just disappointing. So no, I don't. Just indies. Good job, guys. Your thoughts on DBZ audio leak?
Dragon Ball Z audio leak? I don't know.
what that means. How to overcome a burnout? Like a burnout from like work and stuff, like just kind of de-stress. Find things that relax you, and
A day or two off.
give yourself a day or two off for
Like
sure.
where you do nothing. Like you don't even go and think about what you've been burnt out on. Like say you've been working a long time on your job.
Yeah.
But then like you go onto your computer
Yep.
and you're like looking up stuff for your job. Don't even do that. Like even if you're not working, don't do anything related to it. Don't do anything related to whatever you're burned out on.
Yep.
Like watch Netflix for a day. Something like
Yeah,
that.
just watch a good show, relax, listen to some good music, play a game you've been meaning to play.
Waste a day. That's the best way to do it.
What I've been wanting to do, and I've heard from a lot of successful people as I've been listening to podcasts, meditating. Like getting into meditation for at least like 20 to 30 minutes.
I get into deep thought while I'm driving.
I do that while I'm taking a shower.
Yeah, silent driving or just
fucking time travel in the shower. It's awful because then I'm late for work. I just kind of zone out, and then I completely forget if I've washed my hair or done anything, so I have to redo it all. I'm like, what? Do I have Alzheimer's or something? What's happening? Speaking of DBZ, do you prefer your anime subbed or dubbed?
Depends on the anime.
Yeah, I agree.
Generally subbed, but then there's some like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Dubbed is actually really good.
Some are really good.
I watched Death Note dubbed and it was pretty good. I watched
Death Note dubbed was really good.
Code Geass dubbed was decent too.
The Devil's a part-timer. I think.
Actually, no, I watched Code Geass subbed, so never mind.
I watched that sub too. The Devil is a part-timer. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't, no.
You should watch it. It's
okay.
Really good. It's really short.
One
also,
Punch Man subbed is great.
Yeah, and then what was the other anime that I was telling you should watch? Soul Eater. Soul Eater dubbed is really good too.
I watched Steins Gate subbed, Mob Psycho subbed. So yeah, majority subbed. But then there's like the classic ones that actually have good dubs.
Claymore dubbed is pretty good too. Yeah. If you could bring back a dead music artist from any genre to watch their concert one last time, who would it be?
Would they be like? Assuming they'd probably be in their prime if you brought them back to life.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Jimi Hendrix.
Really?
That'd be fucking amazing.
I'd probably say Jim Morrison.
Yeah, that'd be cool from the Doors.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Man, Jimmy, he can play the fuck out of that guitar and just like his singing, just everything. He's fucking awesome. I'd bring him back. Thoughts on Funko Pops?
Some of them are good.
You have a couple.
Yeah, I have a bunch of the Overwatch ones when I was first getting into that game, and then reasons made me hate the game, not because of the game itself, but because of the people involved. So I stopped with that. But I still have I have two BoJack Horseman ones and a Castlevania one, and a couple Doctor Who ones. So like if they're done well, so that it's not just like a face with like hair and eyes, then I'm happy with it. Like as long as the face has some detail to it, like new unique details, then I'm happy with it. Yep. Like if you look at any of the Funko Pops that I have, all of them, their heads have something original to them.
Oh, yeah, they're super detailed.
Yeah.
You have really cool looking ones. I don't like them, usually, because they look very simple and bland and whatever. But it looks like the Overwatch ones, they at least put a lot of effort into.
And the Doctor Who ones too.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just done with collectibles.
Yeah.
Amiibos got me out of collectibles because I got so many fucking Amiibos.
This is my favorite one that I have.
That's sick.
It's from the Castlevania TV show.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
You should watch that.
One of my favorite shows.
That's good dubbed. I'm just fucking with you. It's in English. What is truly the best Grand Theft Auto game? You don't play Grand Theft Auto games.
I have never played Grand Theft Auto.
I don't know why. You need to give it a shot.
I let you talk me into buying the fifth one, even though I knew I wasn't gonna play it.
You should have played it. It's fun.
Oh, I played it for like an hour with you, I think. No, I never did. Wait, did I? At the old house.
I think you played a little bit.
Yeah, I think I played it once with you guys and then never again.
You need to play the campaign. Good shit. Play the campaign.
Never interested me.
Good shit. Good shit.
Well, what do you think is the best one?
I'm really biased. I can't give an honest answer because I'm just going to say 4 because that was the first time I was mature enough to know what was going on in the game, to be able to beat the game. That was the first Grand Theft Auto game I beat. That was the first... I mean, I played the fuck ton of that game in high school with Antonio and a bunch of other people.
So nostalgia is because it's 4.
It's 4, but it's also got a really good story.
Right.
So, I don't know. But I'm really biased because just those goggles are glued to my face. Plus, it's not full of microtransactions, and that was before the industry as a whole was a bunch of greedy cunts. Which games would you love to get remastered? We love Katamari.
Yeah, we actually kind of already covered that.
Yeah.
Star Fox 64. Because I would love Star Fox to have something on the modern graphics with the old gameplay.
But I want it to be longer.
But I also don't want them to change voice actors. The reason I didn't get the Star Fox 64 for the 3DS is because they changed the voice acting. So, like, I don't know, I guess...
Why did they do that? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Well, probably because it probably didn't sound right with the new graphics. I don't know.
Well, just hire the old voice actors, unless they're dead. Are they dead?
I mean, even if you hire the old ones, it's still not going to be the same.
But it'll at least be them.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
What else remastered? Probably Mario 64 as well. Like on the Switch, I'd be about that.
Mario 64 would be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, just more new things I think would be great.
Yeah.
There's been lots of remasters.
I
stuff.
don't really need remasters. It's just if I had to choose those two games.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
Yeah.
How tall are you and Eric? Well,
me?
I'm gonna say you now.
I'm 6'2".
You're 6'2"?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm 6'1".
Get fucked.
I know.
Goddamn midget.
God damn it.
Little person, sorry.
What are your thoughts on drugs? I'm sure Walmart employees need to take downers just to work, right? I think, I don't know. In moderation, really. I think most of them you should probably not do. Like,
I avoid them.
A solid most of them. There are a couple out there that...
Are you talking like actual downers and stuff like that? Like they're over the counter?
Don't take pills, for the love of God.
Like you're talking about like over the counter things.
I think he's talking about like weed and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
I think it's fine in moderation. You know.
I don't mind
go
if
too
someone
far.
else does it. I just don't personally
Yeah.
care to do it myself.
I don't know. It depends where you are in life. It depends if you think you can handle yourself with it. It can be something that helps, and it can be something that really, really hurts.
Yep.
You can become dependent on any substance, and that's incredibly dangerous. So I would say know yourself, know your habits. If you have an addictive personality, I would stay far away from everything. Yeah, basically. Absolute favorite food?
Probably steak. A good steak, like a good T-bone, knocks my socks off.
I think, I don't know, might be sushi.
Well, that's a really good one too, yeah.
Because now that I've had like the poke stuff, which I'm gonna file that under sushi.
Yeah.
Because fuck you, I can. Ceviche, I'm also gonna file under sushi. Raw fish-based foods are amazing, I've found.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
So, but I love steak too. I don't know.
I find if I go anywhere that's got like American food, I normally go. I get something that has steak in it. Like if I go to like Chipotle, I'm getting steak burrito.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I've been leaning towards chicken. Chicken's got some.
I actually had the chicken burrito for the first time, and it was okay, but I was just like, I still prefer the steak.
But it's more expensive, and you get a lot more gristle. You have to like spit out large chunks of fat.
I've had that happen like once or twice, and I get the steak burrito every time I go there.
I'll have to try the steak burrito again. I usually go to the chicken just because it's super. Their chicken is super tender. It's super delicious. Chipotle is my favorite food.
Yeah, honestly, it's really good.
It's probably one of my favorite.
Want to get Chipotle tomorrow?
Are we gonna get pasties though?
Like for dinner.
We're gonna have to get Chipotle like super early because it's one of those foods.
We can get it at like 11 a.m. What time are you leaving?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
At some point. Anyway. We'll answer a couple more questions because we're running out of time anyway, and then we'll wrap up the podcast. So we'll probably do like 4 more questions. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Okay. If you can make the ideal game, what would it be?
I've been really into platformers lately.
Platformers?
Yeah.
Like platform fighters? Or
no, like platformers.
Really? What games have you been playing?
Just Aegis Defenders is like...
Oh, that's kind of a platformer.
It's a platformer that turns into a 2D tower defense. 2D tower defense, though. Yeah. So like, and it's interactive tower defense. I would love to make a game like that. Ori and the Blind Forest, when I played it, it was great. And Hyper Light Drifter isn't a platformer, but it's a top-down indie game. I don't know, like a dungeon crawler slash platformer would be cool. So like, you know how Shantae is kind of like that?
Yeah.
Like that's a really neat kind of game.
That's like an action platformer.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you can mix Hyper Light Drifter's gameplay with Aegis Defenders, that'd be a sweet game.
I used to dream about making games, and I had a bunch of ideas, and now I have zero. I have no idea what kind of game I'd want to make. I don't know. There's so many games out there that already exist. I love games like Stardew Valley, where it's a simple, relaxing game. You gotta farm, you grow shit, you talk to people in town, you go fishing. It's basically Animal Crossing, but it's basically Harvest Moon, but not the new garbage ones. So, I don't know, maybe a game like that, just because I feel like there needs to be more relaxation in this world, just for somebody to just kind of chill out. I don't know. If you could only play one console for the rest of your life, what would it be? PC or smartphones don't count. The problem with consoles is they age out.
Well, for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know.
I would say either the
So
GameCube or the Switch. Because the N64 was great, but I feel like the GameCube had a lot of hitters. And the Switch also has a lot of really good games on it right now, but also has the ability to be taken portable. So if I'm playing a console for the rest of my life, I could also play it portable and on the TV. So
I guess I'd say Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about Lego video games? I love those games.
I
Those
never
games
got
are
into
awesome.
them.
Did you ever play them with people, or were you just playing by yourself?
I played the multiplayer versus of the Star Wars Lego. When we were
Versus?
we were on one of the bus trips when I was in band. We talked about stuff like that earlier.
Wait,
like,
what?
It was Lego Star Wars, and you could play against each other.
How?
I don't know. I played download play.
Oh, that's not Lego game. No, not handheld. No. Those are completely different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. You never played one on a console?
No. I played a demo of one of them at Target, and it was like I didn't know where to go because it was in the middle of the demo.
Oh.
So I was just kind of stuck there, and I was like, eh.
Well, they're coming out with the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga. It's like all of them.
I'll give it a shot.
Episode 1 all the way to the new ones.
Assuming I open the game, I'll give it a shot.
I'll just bring it over because I'm
Okay,
gonna buy it.
that
So
works.
we'll stream that shit. We'll play it. It'll be fun. Try to binge play all of them if you enjoyed the gameplay. It's just simple, fun. There's like slapstick humor.
Yeah.
There wasn't talking in episodes 1 through 6.
Oh,
It's
hell
just like miming and
So no annoying
slapstick,
voices. Yeah.
like humor. It's great. I love it. I love those games. What is your recommendation for someone's first alcoholic beverage? That's difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know. When I first started drinking, I did not like it at all.
Moscow Mule or Canadian Mule?
Yeah, give them something
Nothing
easy.
straight. Something
Yeah.
mixed.
Fucking pina colada,
Yeah.
vodka and orange juice,
Anything with pineapple mixed into it.
rum and coke,
Yeah.
Jack and Coke. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
just something mixed. That's a great idea. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Don't go
Mixed drink
anything
for sure.
neat, and I wouldn't say beer either.
I wouldn't say beer either. Yeah, they're not gonna like
Because
it.
you're either gonna get shitty beer,
Yep.
or you're gonna get good beer, but you don't really know how to appreciate it because it's gonna taste weird to you.
When did you start liking beer?
It was around when I was 21. We were playing Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 1, and I was trying a bunch of different ones back then.
Yeah. Was I in beer yet?
No. When I was telling you about them when we were playing.
Yeah. I think that's when I started getting into it because I was like, man, there's all these like flavors and shit that I'm missing out on.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
But I wasn't like huge into it, but I got into the stout shortly after that.
Yeah, you're on that stout kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were. Are you still in the stouts? Is that
Yeah.
still your thing?
I had a stout tonight.
But you're starting to like IPAs too.
I'm liking them, but not nearly as much as I like the dark beer.
Okay.
Like if I had a choice between the two, it's generally the dark beer. But especially in my line of work, coming off of like a hot day, I'm beginning to appreciate like normal ales and IPAs a lot more because I work outside a lot, and then coming inside to like a heavy dark beer isn't as good.
That's exactly why I like stouts and stuff during the wintertime, but when it's like hot out,
Oh yeah, it's their season.
something refreshing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one.
Last one. What's your favorite movie and movie genre?
Ooh. You want to go first, or you want me to?
I'm gonna have you go first.
Okay, so I got like a top 3 or 4 movies because it's hard to just say favorite movie.
That's difficult.
But Edgar Wright's
Yeah, Edgar Wright knows how to make shit.
Baby Driver / Hot Fuzz / World's End. Those 3 are like really good for me. And then on the other end of the spectrum, I'm counting those as just one because it's Edgar Wright.
Fair enough.
And then Nightcrawler with
That was so good, Jake Gyllenhaal.
with Jake Gyllenhaal. Those 2 are like, because I'm counting 3 as one.
Yeah.
Those are like tops for me. The directing style, the cinematography, the tension that's held throughout the movies, and just the original storytelling of them is
Yep.
what really gets it for me. Like, comic book movies are interesting and all that, but like, they're a dime a dozen, and some of them are more unique than others. Obviously, like Infinity War was really good.
Yeah.
It was one of the 3 that I bought. That Guardians of the Galaxy 1, because I didn't like 2 at all, and then Thor Ragnarok are the only ones that I actually bought out of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, like, they're still like, but when you're talking about like movies that are actually like good films, yeah, what I said originally, Nightcrawler and the Edgar Wright films.
But yeah, I can't pick a genre at all. Drama, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't think of a favorite genre. I definitely have a few favorite movies. I don't have a favorite.
Right.
I've seen Goodfellas 1,000 times. I've seen Hot Fuzz so many freaking times.
Mhm.
I could probably act out the whole movie if I had to.
Make it a Patreon goal. If you get to like $1 million,
We'll make a Swedish version.
we'll make a me and you as like as as Simon Pegg and whatever the guys.
Frost?
Yeah.
That'd be so fucking funny. Oh,
if
God.
somehow you blow up and you become rich, I will gladly
Dude, that'd be so much fun.
just make a shitty version of the movie with
Really
you.
shitty. What if it's feature length? What it's like?
It's a shot-for-shot remake of Hot Fuzz.
But it's like
With us 2
low-
fucking morons running
no
around.
budget, 0 budget. That'd be fucking hilarious.
I'm about
Good
it.
shit. Hey, make us famous already so we can do that.
Think about it.
I've seen Happy Gilmore 1 billion times.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a
Yeah.
feel-good movie.
I never think of like comedies as one of my favorite movies.
Oh, Hot Fuzz.
But like it's still a comedy action thriller type thing.
Yeah.
I don't see that movie as a comedy. I think it's a movie that has a great story and is funny,
Yeah.
but it's not a comedy. Whereas
Snatch was really good too.
I need to rewatch it. When I watched it, I just didn't really catch everything.
The first time I watched it was subtitles.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why. Because I had a hard time understanding it the first time. And that was a long time ago. I was still in high school. You showed
Yeah.
it to me when we were in high school together.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching, dude.
Oh.
But I need to watch it again because, I mean, it's good.
It's so
I know it's going to be good. It's just, yeah.
What's wrong with that spot over there? It's too tight. Too tight, Tyrone. You can land a jumbo fucking jet over there. And it's this big fuck. It's like huge in this little subcompact car. And then he tries to park over there and backs into the van. I didn't see it coming. It was at a funny angle. Tyrone, when you back up, things come from behind you. Love it.
Okay.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Good shit. Anyway,
Yeah,
that's it. Those
Yeah.
are the things.
that's the entirety of the thing.
That's the podcast.
That's it.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
If you're driving somewhere, hopefully you're at your destination. And, yeah, because I've been listening to the Joe Rogan podcast while I've been driving to work.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Makes everything go by so quicker. I don't
So
get
so quicker.
so much faster, so much quicker. Words, English. I
I've
have a
I've done it
degree.
plenty of times already, and you don't call me out on it,
I'm gonna
which
put-
is nice of you.
I'm gonna put myself down.
But I like to shit on you, so it's cool.
God
My
damn it.
futon, my rules.
Anyway, thanks for watching. And as always, have a Fantastic day. See you guys. Boom.
Baklat.